Hello, my beautiful, beautiful audience. Welcome to a long overdue another session of Call of Cthulhu, where all my players are having an amazing time right now.
Sorry.
My players aren't agreeing with me.
Sorry.
Players?
Sorry.
Yeet yeet.
Pacific?
What?
Don't you agree that all my players are having a wonderful time?
Well, I mean, I'm about to go look in a cave, so...
Are you gonna bring me?
No, I'm bringing Bailey. You have a job with the police to do, remember?
They aren't letting me go out and do shit. I have to do paperwork.
Well, I can't take you away from your job. That's your job.
You're a federal officer. I'm sure you can.
Anyway,
I could legally, but I have no reason to.
so last session...
Sorry.
Don't worry. You know where that clip is going, Cam.
I know.
It's gonna be a wonderful video. Anyway, so last session was a session that was cut short due to personal real life reasons. But last session was basically the morning after somebody went to visit the asylum. People did morning routines more or less. And we're gonna continue off on that same day. And right now, let us follow the FBI and his little assistant. Go on, Mr. Agent.
Not that short. Anywho, yes, so we were getting into our car, getting ready to leave for the precinct.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the pawn shop owner doesn't have anything to worry about right now.
For the next, 10 minutes or so.
About 30 minutes. There was a 15-minute drive from the police station to the pawn shop. Okay.
Oh no. This is not gonna end well, is it?
Oh, relax. If he didn't want the government's attention, he shouldn't have been selling items that were supposed to be cursed.
If the guy didn't know it was cursed, then it just...
That doesn't change the fact that he has that, and I know several people who happen to be associates of mine who would love to talk with him.
Yeah, those associates of yours are probably also associates of mine, in case you forgot.
No, I can guarantee you've never met these people.
Fine.
Go in the cabin.
We're just going to talk to the chief of police about the whole FBI thing. No arrests or anything, right?
Well, I mean, yes, someone's going to have to be arrested for that, but personally, I'm a bit tied up in my current investigation, so it falls on the cops to catch the person who's impersonating an FBI agent, or, you know, me calling in a shit ton of backup. Because there's starting to be way too much stuff for just one person to cover.
As you continue down the street, everything seems to be normal for once. Cam, you're looking as fine as ever with your brand new wonderful necklace. Pacific, you are mostly well dressed, so looks like you have a little bit of stress in your eyes as you drive down the road very calmly. Let us head over to the precinct, where Crow is currently in the middle of doing some paperwork. A whole mountain of paperwork, to be precise.
Most of it came from the other fucking cop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like unless I get called to do something, I'm just doing fucking paperwork.
The other cop's partner will also offer you coffee if you want it.
I will, of course, take coffee.
How-
This is the 1920s. Nobody drinks fucking Starbucks or shitty non-black coffee.
So, what do you like in your coffee, sir?
I'm just gonna drink it. He's just like, oh, okay.
Okay, so just pure black. Gotcha. He puts a little milk and sugar in his. Sits down and actually sits on the other side of your desk and takes half the paperwork.
Black coffee. You get used to it in the trenches. It's the only fucking drink you have. That putrid water.
He sits on the
I
opposite
think
side
you
of the.
mean tea.
He sits.
That's what we officially called it, so that we didn't, get reminded of our own depression.
Trench tea.
But you notice him sitting on the other side of your desk, and looks like he's trying to help you out with paperwork.
Guys,
Waiting for Crow's response to this.
You were like fuzzing in and out for me.
Okay. After handing you the coffee and getting his own, he sits on the other side of your desk and starts helping you with the paperwork.
Oh, thank God.
He says that he will handle at least half the paperwork if he handles the other half, and if you buy him lunch that day.
Consider it done.
Thank you. Anyway, let's get back to work. You sit there for a bit. You two have a small talk. I'll let you decide the conversational piece. At which point, Pacific, you and Cam would show up at the precinct.
Well,
just saying,
just gonna
don't
park. Get out of the
don't
car.
get too mad at the police chief, okay?
Oh, it's not him that I'm mad at.
Okay. Just stay calm.
Walks up to the precinct doors and just walks right inside.
Pacific and Cam, as soon as you walk inside,
I'm following you.
almost like it's fate, there's a ring on the telephone. It's at Crow's desk.
Well, that's not my concern.
Crow, your phone is ringing.
I'll pick it up.
Hello? I just heard gunshots going off downtown. We need police, please.
What's the location?
Follow the bullet noises.
I'm looking at my notes, giving a moment. It's the old antique shop.
I'll send some people down.
307 Balter Street.
I'll be down there. Just try not to get shot. I don't need to do more fucking paperwork. And then I'm gonna hang
More
up.
bodies means more paperwork.
And then I'm gonna go to the chief.
Pacific, you would get to the chief first, but Crow's right behind you.
Well,
Chief is currently doing paperwork as well. This is like paperwork day. Yes? What can I do? Yeah. Oh, hey.
I've just been alerted by my good friend. Oh, well, speak of the devil, he's right here. I've just been informed by my good friend that apparently you've got a visit from an FBI agent.
Oh yes, I didn't know you were calling in for backup. You should have. Wait, you didn't?
I'm not due to report to my superiors until later. And I never sent out a call for help. I'm the only one that was sent here. They would have alerted me if they were sending another.
And Bailey's just kind of there nodding like,
So your
yeah.
men let an impersonator into a crime scene.
Speaking of crime scenes, there's kind of gunshots going down at the antique store.
Wait, what?
Good thing that was the next location on my list.
Alright,
You notice me put a hand up to the necklace.
In any case, just if any of your men see that impersonator, please arrest him and can contact me because the government would like to have words with him. Come on, Bailey, to the antique shop.
go with him. He points at you, Crow. Go with him. We'll take care of whatever else you have to do today. Do whatever he needs. Take your partner too.
All right. Walk it out, grab that partner on the shoulders, like head nod, like we're going.
Wait, but we have paperwork.
They're gonna take care of
No,
it.
you don't.
Okay.
Instead, we're gonna go get shot at.
We're all taking the same car. Those two are sitting in the back.
The police officer.
I'm taking the same car because I'm taking my car with my fucking guns in it.
The police officer grabs this tiny pistol, and he's.
You know what happened?
Who is that?
No,
I've been on the force for 3 years.
I'm just gonna look at him. We're gonna walk out to my car. I'm gonna pop the trunk, shove a shotgun in his hands, close the trunk, and take the driver's side.
What type of shotgun is it? Double barrel,
It's my pump shotty.
Oh, your pump? He's like,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, never used one of these before. I'm more used to the good old-fashioned double barrel.
I am literally checking my rifle before we go to make sure it's fully loaded.
I'm gonna look at him. It has slugs. Don't aim wide.
Gotcha.
Four of them.
Gotcha. As he quickly, he'll let you drive as he's looking at the gun, learning how to load it and all that quickly.
Yep, I'm making sure my gun is loaded just in case, although I plan on hiding in the car.
Who is driving? You're driving?
I'm driving.
Okay. The siren goes off as well. Wee woo, wee woo. And all that, going down the street quickly.
Great.
As this continues, you guys can hear gunshots in the distance.
We just drove by here and everything was fine.
Yep. Huh. I wonder what drew their attention.
Shut up, it's probably not the same thing.
It's definitely the same thing knowing this town.
Just going to slowly put the necklace under my collar.
It's okay, Paige.
Paige isn't in the call. You'd have to type it back to her.
I actually gotta do something.
No, do that now. You're not Lucas. Stop acting like it.
I adopted his personality.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, Paige.
Ag.
So, driving.
As you guys will get there in 10 minutes, Paige, you hear. No, actually, Paige wouldn't be here at this point. She would be on the other side of town.
What did I miss? What happened? What's going on?
There's about to be an active gunfight between the cops, a federal agent, and God only knows who.
Okay, I
Watch
apologize
it
for
be
being
the
late.
guy who. Never mind. If Paige talk first.
I apologize for being late. I legit just
It's
got
fine.
the notification.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
As you guys drive down there, you got there pretty quickly. As you guys kind of set up on the other side of the store.
About 50 meters.
Yeah.
About 50 to 100 meters away, because I'm not getting close enough for them to be able to fire accurately back when I have a rifle.
Same here. And we've probably set up with a blockade-esque thing.
Yeah. You sit up there. As you guys are here, You notice for like the last 2 minutes, no gunshots could be heard. There are two bodies out in the middle of the street. Look like they have been shot. The window to the antique store has has shattered. You guys can't. With where you are now, you guys can't exactly get a good look inside the store yet.
Are there vehicles outside of the store?
Yes, there. Actually, no. There is no vehicles outside of the store, but there is one car across the street that has a flattened tire.
Well, I'm gonna look to everybody and like, so, Squire, just like old times?
Oh fuck.
Hmm.
That's what your partner says.
You two take point. Your partner there's got the shotgun. I'll watch the front.
And
Alright.
I'll just stay in
See
the
if you can
car.
I am actually going to switch to I'm going to take the shotgun from my partner because it has the bayonet on it, and I'm going to have him sit by the fucking vehicle.
He takes. Oh, you give him a rifle?
I give him a rifle instead.
I'm literally taking up a position on my car so I can use it as cover and just watching the.
I am slowly sliding down off my seat. Like, I'm not here.
Get out of the fucking car before you get shot.
He's literally just gonna grab you, pull you out the car, and set you next to it on his side of the car instead of on their side because it's like, yes, better to have 2 layers of car than just one.
I'm like, I barely know how to shoot just hold a pistol.
Relax, Bailey. It's going to be fine. You only need to shoot them as they get close.
That's what you said right before we went into the
Bang! As another gunshot could be heard.
From inside?
From inside, yes.
Alright, yeah,
Perfect. I'm
gonna look at Squire.
Flush
Do you
them
have
out.
any I'm gonna look at Squire. Do you have any explosives to make this easier, or am I going in bayonet?
What?
Match. You got alcohol?
I have.
Legally, I'm required to tell you no.
Your partner goes a little into his bag and pulls out a small flask. This case off the books. Got it?
I mean, I would have looked for a bottle, but
Flash will work.
We are not burning down the antique shop.
He tosses Pacific. He tosses you the flask. It's closed, of course. He's not an idiot.
Good. I don't need it open. Yeah, good. I don't need to destroy his flask doing this because I have an empty Coca-Cola bottle that I've been saving.
Oh yeah, you got
There's
the
a
back.
reason why I had 3 Coca-Colas and we drank 2 of them. I was keeping the bottles.
We are not burning down an antique shop.
Relax, Bailey. We aren't going to burn it. Just the people inside.
Do you know, it's flammable in there.
Relax. It's just to smoke them out.
It's flammable. It's
Yes.
full of
And I
old
guarantee
books.
you we can go put out the fires rather easily, and the government
alcohol
will
fires
reimburse
are
him.
easy to put
Pacific.
down. Oil
Pacific. I just rolled. As the bullet kind of hits your car, Pacific. As another bang could be heard.
He's shooting at me.
He's
I'm
shooting.
sorry, that son of a bitch just went in my car.
It's a pretty bad dent too.
There's a hole in your car.
Tell me, can I see him from here?
Roll me perception. Is there perception?
Austin, he just fired a gunshot. Am I or am I not able to see where the flash came from?
No, because you were hiding behind the car and you were kind of.
Never said my head was completely down.
Well, then. Okay then. Yes, you can see that
You
it's
think
on
I'm
the
never going to take my eye off of where the fuckers are.
Pacific. It's like on the second floor of the antique shop. Cam, you remember that he lives in the antique shop?
Good. I'm gonna aim real quick for that one spot.
Okay, roll it.
No, I'm aiming.
Oh, you're aiming?
That means I get a bonus die next turn.
It's like, well, shot was fired. Well, I'm going in. Don't need the Molotov, and I'm going over the vehicle and sprinting for the
Second
fucking
floor.
wall.
Get it.
Okay. Be careful, don't hurt the owner.
The owner's probably dead.
I'm gonna smack you on the back of the head for that comment.
Lucas, as you're running into the building, your partner is following you as quickly as he can.
Hey, this is an active firefight, and I work for the government. I can reinforce.
Oh shit.
Alcohol fires are pretty easy.
As Lucas, as you see somebody wearing like this weird mask, takes out a gun and tries to shoot you, your partner pushes you out of the way,
You
luckily.
act like I'm actually going to light it on fire. We don't need the Molotov.
As he's actually no, this is from a handgun.
We parked 100
We're
meters
like-
away, and I sprinted my full
There
speed
is-
towards the
That
wall.
is literally extreme.
I heard you said 50.
You said 50.
I heard.
Yeah, I said 50.
I was saying once you guys got close to the building.
Hold on. He made an extreme difficulty shot, which would be at a penalty die against me.
No. Like, you got a rifle round, someone else got a... Like, you think there's more than one perpetrator?
Yes, I know there's more than one, but you just said that's a handgun. I'm like, wait a minute. He made an extreme difficulty shot?
No. Pacific, the one who shot with you, shot with a rifle. And I was explaining as Crow got close to the building before entering inside, a bullet flied out, is what I'm trying to say.
The thing is, I don't think you can hold actions with this system.
You actually can't unless you specifically state that you are going to hold a shot with a very specific
Parameter.
criteria.
Cam?
Even then, he'd have to be
I don't know what's
literally
going on.
standing out to see where Crow is the entire time. Crow
Which
would
would
see
make
him
him a
prepping the
target.
shot.
Yeah.
That sounds like the scam.
You cannot take cover and then,
I know it sounds
it's
like
not-
dog.
Yeah. We'd be able to see him and he would have been shot by somebody. Probably me.
That
Can I
is
ask a
actually
question?
how Call of Cthulhu works. You can't
Yeah?
prep an action to both step out of cover to check the parameter and then shoot.
What's up, Paige?
You have to
From
be
what
out of cover.
From what I understand, didn't either Pacific or Crow's character make a Molotov? I didn't hear.
No,
either
we
of
didn't
them
get
put-
to
I
that
was
point
about
yet.
to start, and then he fired a bullet at me, so the gunfight's already started. I'm not going to make something in the middle of a fucking gunfight.
And then
And I
I
don't
took
need
off
the
with my
Molotov.
full 8 movement rate.
Also,
Yeah.
Cam, be safe.
Yeah, so he would be within 10 meters of the building now,
If the
since we are 50
dogs who
away.
are out went after me, I could literally chuck them out a window.
10
We're
meters.
still pointing out, Austin, that if he had prepped a shot to fire at Lucas when he got that close, we would have seen him from the ground.
He prepped a shot to shoot somebody if someone got close to the door.
We would have
Yeah,
seen him.
Here's the problem. We would have seen him. He has
Oh
to
my
be
god,
able
can you
to
stop
see us.
arguing?
From
No, this
inside
is
the
how it
building?
works.
From
Yes.
inside the building?
Because to
Even
see
then,
me,
he has to be in a spot where he can see where his parameter is.
yes.
If he can't
'cause-
see it, he cannot fire because he doesn't know when the parameter has been met.
So he either has to have his head out, or he has to not take the shot. And if his head's out, I'm not rushing the building. I'm putting a round towards him.
No. He's inside the building, and right now he's prepared a shot if somebody would come, near the door to try to shoot. That's what he prepped. He prepped just to
He also
shoot.
said he was running to the wall, not the door.
Yep. I don't sprint straight for the door. That's the easiest way to get shot. And I said the
Lucas
wall
actually
multiple
did
times.
specify where he was going. It was the wall.
Can you stop arguing, please?
This is to keep
This
me
is
from being
actually
shot.
very important, Cam, because if he's bullshitting the rules here, then that means that we literally can't win the fight because they can shoot at us without ever having to poke themselves out of cover.
One, he missed the roll anyway. 2, huge 2, I did not hear Crow say he was going to the wall because people
I
were
said it 3
talking.
times.
I said it multiple times.
And 3, let us move on. The guy is in the building waiting to shoot somebody as they get to the door. He is not going out of the building. I thought Lucas was at the door, so I thought he would have taken the action to shoot.
I had specified wall.
So, Lucas, you're at the wall as a stray bullet comes out of the door for some reason. Maybe a misfire.
So I know there's somebody at the door. I am going to take the bayonet off the end of my shotty, and that is going into the sheath on my side.
The sheath on your side?
For the bayonet, and then shotgun is back up pointed towards the door. And I'm going to aim.
Alright, your partner takes out his tiny pistol and he's also going to aim at the door.
I wanted to stay at the car. I handed him a rifle for a reason.
No, he followed you.
God damn it.
With a rifle. Your partner is the rookie. He's a dumbass.
He said he's been on the force for 3 years doing other people's paperwork.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's the rookie.
he is actually. This is actually his first gunfight. Like this, ironically enough, this town.
Yeah, he should never have been a rookie for this long.
Let's see. Okay. So Pacific, you took aim. Bailey, what are you doing for this round?
I'm hiding.
Okay. Bailey has taken cover. Okay.
With my 9 HP and no armor right now, I'm not exactly made for a gunfight.
Okay. Another bullet from the second window again. Pacific. Bang. Unfortunately, it does miss you because he keeps rolling shit. But it does hit the car.
Unfortunately.
And it hits the car.
Just wants to shoot me in the face.
He's
perfect. I get
uh,
a bonus die shot against him.
Yep.
If my turn rolls around.
It will actually be your turn now, Pacific. Through the turn order that's set up. Call of Cthulhu is weird because since you had guns prepared.
Now I have a ready. Well, now I actually have a readied weapon, which means that
Yep.
my initiative just increased by 50.
Yep. That's why your turn is now from what my paper. Okay, yes. I just double checked your paper for your initiative, increased it by 50. Yeah, you would go now. After that, that will be Crow, then the rookie, and then Cam.
Yeah, and it's a bonus die. Fuck. So that's one shot that didn't hit.
Bang! Alright, now let's see here. It is now Lucas's turn, then the rookies, then the guy on the first floor, then Cam's turn. Nope, I got that wrong. It will be Cam's turn, the guy on the first floor, then the rookie. The rookie goes last.
The rookie has
I'm
a gun out.
hiding. I'm not poking head out or anything.
Oh yeah,
Cam
you don't
also
have you don't have a gun out, so the rookie would go before Cam. My bad.
She has a revolver out. It's just not long enough range to help.
It's not just that. Like last time she was in a gunfight, you got shot. So she's kind of like, do I pull him down and tell him to stay in cover too, or what?
No, because this is actual procedure. I'm keeping the upper gunner occupied while they breach.
Yep, you keep him occupied, and then once he turns around, then you move in, because that means we're inside.
Alright.
Either that or else he jumps out the window trying to get away and hopes that I don't shoot him in the leg.
Or in the face. I'd prefer the face.
I'm going to be aiming for the heart.
Yes, center of mass.
Yep.
Okay. So Crow, it is your turn now.
look at the rookie. I wanted you to stay. I handed you a fucking rifle. Stay outside. I have a shotgun. You are not going to be good in there. Have you ever killed anybody?
No.
We're not going into capture. I'm going in to plug these fucks.
All
If
right.
you've never killed, don't follow.
I've hunted, but I've never killed
Never
any.
shot a person.
I've shot at a person. I shot at a person.
I beat people to death for a living.
Just get in there. He's like, you know, we ain't got time to talk about this.
I'm just gonna look it up. You're staying the fuck outside, or I'm putting a bullet.
Gotcha. I gotcha. I'll cover you.
And I am going to very slowly move up to the door and pop around the corner. Do I see anybody?
You see a man in a black robe with a goat mask on his head.
Slugs in his chest. I saw that, I'm like, oh fuck no.
As soon as you see the goat mask, it's like, nope, bang, bang, bang.
Wait, you also see something else. You see the shop owner's corpse on the over the desk. Of course, with the you know how the other killings were across the chest. Yeah, you can notice that. But time for the bullets. Roll, please.
I'm more focused on enemy.
Yeah.
So Pacific, how does taking
So,
multiple
shop
shots
owner
work?
is an okay page.
With the shotgun, the question is... Actually, no. With the shotgun, you can just fire 2 shells at normal.
Yep.
Ah, so
With-
2 shells
yeah,
at normal.
You don't get the penalty die unless it's a handgun.
Oh, this poor fuck. Pop.
Or,
If it's 2 shots at normal, I'm just doing the 2 shots.
Well, that depends.
Would it
Does
be
your
closer to
attack
a
say 1
boom,
3
boom?
or 1 2? Because if memory serves correctly,
Oh!
will only get you.
Oh no! His entrails as you fire the first shot.
Oh god, those are both extreme successes.
Yeah.
Max damage.
Yeah,
That's instant maxes.
yeah, no, he falls to the ground, he's instant dead. As you're in the heat of the moment, you accidentally shot the body twice, though.
1 down! It's just like home!
Okay, it is now...
That shit.
The rookie is going to take his turn to aim at the door, just in case someone, doing orders and all that. Cam, your turn.
I'm hiding.
Okay, cool.
Got a pistol out, but I'm hiding.
With the new initiative, fuck.
Oh my god, I genuinely feel bad for that. I did 24 damage to the poor fuck.
Tom! Shit! As the guy from upstairs will move away from the window. Lucas, you hear another gunshot going off. And that's the end of its turn. Pacific's turn now.
Oh, he moved.
Yep, away from the window.
Fix bayonet. And then move. Yeah, I can then start moving in. I should be at the storefront in 2 turns.
Okay.
What do you
Well,
think you're
inside
doing?
the store in 2 turns.
Crow,
That was
your turn. Crow,
Well-
your turn.
Slowly enter and sweep the building.
Alright.
I'm going to be looking to be taking cover with shelves.
There are plenty shelves and tables. Like, you can actually flip over a
I'm
table and all that.
Out in between the shelves, though, so it's like
Yeah.
take down one, look down the other, hop over to the next one, check it, and then all that. I'm aiming the whole time, by the way.
Alright, so as this happens, Pacific, you continue running for your turn?
Hmm.
You continue running?
As I turn, wrapped back around again.
Well,
high pitch
Bailey is hiding. Like, I assume she's hiding for the entire combat, unless she's running forward. So, Bailey, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm running forward because I want to keep Squire
Getting
safe.
shot.
Okay, then yes, it is Pacific's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the store.
Okay, the rookie cop is like, he kind of nods. He's like, I'll cover you.
He just sees me with a rifle and a bayonet attached to it.
You also then see a fucking man, giant holes in
Oh, God.
What is this?
Oh, it's card in there. Did you order another debit card?
I'm gonna basically call upstairs.
It could be for
Hey, buddy,
the
try
training
not
program.
to kill the other one.
Oh,
I got some
okay.
questions for him.
You are thanks, you got to hang around.
I think it was me
Completely
doing the high
not
voice.
expecting-
And that.
Completely me not expecting any. I'm totally not expecting any. Hey, don't kill him. I kinda need him alive. I don't care if you like blast off his leg or something.
I could cut off his nads.
It's like, look, so long as the shot doesn't instantly kill him, it's fine. I just need him alive long enough for me to actually ask him some questions. And since he's slowly sweeping and clearing, I presume he's probably just getting to the stairs when he does this.
Probably.
Turns to the rookie. This building got a back door.
I think so. Yes.
I'm heading that way.
All right. Go down that alley. You'll get there pretty quickly. But that alley does lead to the other side where there's another street.
Okay, you won't take trash on me. The trash just sits right here.
If you surrender, it won't be too painful.
All right. So Pacific's heading down that way. Crow, what are you doing?
I just yelled at this man to fucking surrender. But, shotgun still pointed towards the top of the stairs.
Okay. Cam,
And I'm going to begin moving up very
Yeah?
slowly.
your turn.
What's up?
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to peek inside the antique shop.
Owner's dead.
Blood everywhere. Pentagram on the wall like normal. Gut has been gutted. Brand on his back of his neck. Just some things you can take a look. He's actually slept over his counter a bit.
Alright, so...
The place is also completely trashed.
Okay then. So like something to roll for what?
This ain't enough blood to cause a like it looks like they were trying to get like they don't have like enough out there to cause the sanity check.
Okay.
So it's just a puddle of blood dripping slowly
Okay, got
on the counter, but there's not like it's not like that one time in the asylum
Yeah,
where
I
the
get
room
it.
was covered.
I get it. Okay then. I'm just gonna kind of sit outside, take cover. Hope no one notices me, because I am wildly out of place in this situation.
More concerned about the gunshots than you, Cam.
Okay, Hugh.
Okay, Pacific, you run down, and looks like the place has, like, the other side of the street has also, like, cleared out because gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
But the street doesn't have any cars on it as well. The back door looks to be wide open.
Alright.
Looks like it was, like, broken into.
Oh, so this was their entry point.
So, yes. And how the back door is, it's actually a door to the to the alley where you are, and then it leads to the other street or to the street where you're going. It also serves as a fire exit in case something happens.
Okay then.
Found point of entry.
Well, that's great, but why did they do this?
No, that was me calling back into the building as I'm now still looking around to see if there's anyone running away.
You don't see anyone.
Then he's probably still in the building because that was only 2 turns, and I know for a fact that there are very few buildings that are just going to let some guy wearing robes and a goat mask carrying a gun run inside without causing a panic.
Austin slowly rewriting his notes.
So he's probably still in the building.
No, everything's
I
going
guess.
according to plan, Cam. Don't worry.
This is where I'm going to completely shatter your plans. Would you like to know why?
Why?
This is a wooden wall, right?
Yes, mostly. The outside is made of brick, but there is it's
But
wooden
The outside's made of
floorings.
brick, but the interior walls are made of.
Not interior walls, but the interior flooring.
What are the interior walls made of?
Brick.
Really? On the 2nd floor, he has brick walls.
That would be very unstable.
I'm calling
Nope.
bullshit.
Nope. That was the asylum. My bad. Nope. The whole place is made of wood.
Pacific.
Do it.
Yeah. So Austin, you know what goes through wood really well?
What?
Bullets.
Wood does not have a high enough armor rating to stop even like any bullet that's above a small caliber.
And I have slugs.
You just start shooting the ceiling.
No, because
No.
I went up the stairs. Is the door closed?
There's no door. If you wait, you head upstairs.
I would have
go-
gone towards the stairs. Yes. I climbed the stairs.
Goatman is dead.
He shot himself.
Yep.
Do a quick second check behind me, but I think we're clear. And I am going to real quick kick his corpse.
Fucking just make sure he's dead.
Yeah, make sure. If not, I'm putting one in his groin.
You kick his corpse, even though you see blood coming out from the mask. Yes, he is dead.
Your second buddy's fucking screwed.
Upstairs, you also notice the blood coming from like a little like a closet thing, like it's pouring out underneath it. As you're kind of in a dining room, looks like that closet was mostly used for keeping cleaning supplies and all that. It doesn't seem to be like a okay, Crow, I will need you to wait, no. Due to your thing, you're immune from insanity loss due to a massive lot of blood, right?
I am immune to sanity loss looking at mangled corpses.
Mangled corpses, blood pools, whatever you do.
As you open it, you see another person in the closet. Looks like they were pretty much butchered, basically.
So wait.
Well, I need to go get my camera. First responders to a crime scene.
All right. Once I get the all clear, I'm going to try and see if the try and find a motive and hope it's not what I think it is.
We already know exactly. You've seen the mask.
But why would they target the antique shop?
Cursed items.
I think I got the only cursed item.
Yes, but they didn't know that it was missing. That was a relatively recent purchase,
Which means You see why why I'm hoping it's not that?
It just means that we'll have to check the registry. Still have to get my camera.
Yeah.
Because,
So
believe it or not, cultists like this, due to the similarities in the murder style, they had something to do with the death of my informant, which suddenly makes this a federal case.
And we already know what they're associated with just based on the mask.
Yep. Which also makes this a supernatural case, which means I now need to call the spooks. I no longer need to call my boss. I now need to call the spooks.
You gotta call people higher up than your boss.
Yeah. This means I'm gonna have to call my boss just to get the phone number of a spook so I can call in the spooks. Because something's seriously wrong here.
My one regret is letting Pacific play an FBI agent.
Your one regret was forgetting the fact that the government has departments not even other parts of the government know about.
Yeah, I
Even
got it
in
now.
the 20s, they
I
had
now-
departments like that.
I now gotta write a character for the spooks. Great. Give me a moment. I'll write something down.
You know, this would probably be.
Are you kidding me? They're not going to send just one person. They're probably going to send in a small.
I understand. I gotta make like
So,
10 different character sheets.
Don't worry, Austin.
it'd
this
be
is
like 3 or
probably-
4.
guys.
Yeah, this is probably
Yeah.
the
Yes, Cam.
precursor of
Okay, so once Squire gives the okay, Bailey is going to ask him, so, should I perform a summoning or a seance?
I'm just gonna.
No,
Sorry.
we're leaving this for the spooks. I need to go take some pictures so I
Who?
can establish it. Don't worry about it. I need to take some pictures so I can start making a dossier.
Dossier.
There you go. Dossier. Thank
Well-
you. I never.
So were you able to capture one alive, or?
He killed himself.
You, rookie, points at the guy who'd been in the department for 3 years who apparently never had to use his fucking gun.
I had to use my gun, it's just I haven't killed anybody. I always aim to
You had
not
to train
kill.
with it.
I use it in Jates. I even usually took the kills. Trust me, you don't want to get in his
Like
way.
I said, rookie, rope off the area.
I've been on the force for 3 years as he kind of
It's a crime scene.
he's
And
kind of going he's
with a
going
goddamn rifle. Like, and you dropped the rifle for a fucking pistol.
you're never going alone.
We're ex-military. We're trained for that shit.
Alright, I'm going
Give me
to
a trench
enter.
club and grenades.
I'm going to enter the shop and look to see what's been tossed.
Many of the books have been tossed to the ground. Many of the like paintings were dragged off the walls. Tables been
I'm also-
flipped, rugs
also
been
gonna
moved.
Go ahead and just toss him his flask. Still closed.
Puts it in his bag.
Thankfully, we didn't have to resort to that option.
Puts it in his bag.
Well, here comes. I'm going to ask. So I'm going to ask Rookie, since that's what everyone seems to be calling him. So
We never got a name, so he's rookie.
Yeah. So
I knows his name. We never learned it.
Yeah,
So
Austin never told us his
where
name, so
do
we
you
just know.
know where do you know where they would keep the sales ledgers?
I'm going to start looking for a safe.
Because
Don't put
I
any
bought something from
safe,
here yesterday, and
Sales ledgers and registry of stock, if you can.
yeah,
Then
Can I
cross-reference.
use
Yeah, you
bot
can start
hidden to try
cross-referencing
and
it.
find-
Anything here, we need to make sure that they didn't take anything.
Austin, I would like to use a spot hidden check to see if I can find where perhaps there's like a loose board or what looks like it might be.
All right. I need to take a 20-minute break.
I
You
need
do?
to go.
Yeah.
I need to just.
like
Well-
Austin does.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say
Austin-
right now, the only thing I'm really doing during all of this is I'm taking out my.
Talk
Are you
amongst
okay,
yourselves.
Austin?
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna take out my camera and just take pictures of the bodies. damage, the point of entry, and then just have my camera as we look around checking to see if there's anything else.
Bailey is
Oh,
going.
yes, and the pentagram.
Bailey is gonna go out to the car and grab her bag. She is currently debating whether or not to listen to you about summoning ghosts.
Considering he just told you he's calling in a group of specialists that you haven't even heard of.
And I am
Yeah.
not opposed to hitting you in the face to prevent me from getting fucking poltergeisted again.
This is an old man. He's gonna have a peaceful soul.
Age got nothing to do with the poltergeist.
He got murdered.
He was murdered.
Wait,
That
Herman
soul's
name.
still stewing in violence.
What happened?
She's
Herman
trying to
name.
do a. She's considering doing a seance, even though Squire actually pointed out, no, hold on, I'm calling in the spooks to deal with this.
She's never heard of it.
Cam, no.
Because
Learn
this
your
goes
mistake.
above me and my boss's heads.
She's never heard of it, so as far as she's concerned, they don't. It's, you know, you're just saying
You're not
that.
supposed to hear of it, because if you've heard of it, you're either in the government as, you know, like, and you only know about them to report them. I don't even know what the department's called. I only know they're the spooks. They're just the people you call in when all this weird bullshit happens.
I feel like they're going to take one look at Bailey and try and take her away, and that scares me.
Why do you think he's trying to keep you out of it?
Oh dear.
You have a fucking cursed necklace. He'll lie if he has to, but he isn't going to let them near you or the necklace, because then he can't lie. At least not believably.
So, the reason I
But
was...
the spooks get called in. That part of the case is no longer my concern.
So, the reason I asked when the ledger was so I'm not gonna say it, cause...
Don't you dare alter evidence.
Not alter!
That is altering evidence. That is an offense.
I wasn't going to tell you guys!
That doesn't matter. Squire would know something's off the moment he doesn't see your purchase on the ledger. And that
I'm
would
just
be a
saying I
federal
was going
offense.
to look at the ledger and
That's a
I might have
federal
accidentally
crime.
spilled some ink on it.
Still a federal crime. Technically speaking, you're not even supposed to be on this crime scene at this current point. Neither are really the cops, but that's because the cops are holding the crime scene until the federal agents actually get here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to call in a forensics team, I'm going to have to call in the spooks, who are going to have their own team. I'm going to have to call in another group of probably another FBI agent.
I mean,
to
quite
head
honestly,
that
the forensics
investigation.
team, we can use the police's forensics team. And then we can just pass the information up.
Yes, but they're going to want at least someone there to verify everything.
This isn't
I'm
gonna
still
end
going to have to call in more agents. And now I have to make a phone call to my boss. I just wanted a simple vacation. Greenwald's just muttering to himself while taking pictures. I just wanted a simple job. It was just walk here, talk to a guy in some spooky ass asylum, go home. No, I don't get the easy jobs.
You brought Bailey along. You knew it was going to be more complicated.
He brought you along because it was spooky ass asylum, and his partner was sick. He thought you'd enjoy it, not we'd get shot at. The informant would be dead. The mafia's in town. There's a fucking cult worshipping some 3-horned goat. And now he'd have to finish off his week by calling the fucking spooks, who scare everyone in his department.
And those are probably the precursors of Delta Green.
They're literally the guys who headed the assault on Innsmouth.
They're the precursor to Delta Green.
Oh,
Yeah. Believe it or not, there actually was a I believe after World War One it was founded. Well,
It was
actually, I think
after-
it was
it
towards.
was post
I think it
World
was
War
towards the
II.
start of World War One when they actually started founding those departments to look into
Yes.
things of occult and ghostly
Delta-
matters.
Delta Green was more or less a culmination of all of those post World War II.
Oh
Okay,
no!
give me a second. I need to grab something from the room. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we have
There are a
those.
few departments that exist.
We started those after World War One because we started looking into the occult. Not nowhere near as much as the British and Germans did during World War II.
But there was enough shit that was seen in the trenches to at least warrant an interest.
Yes.
It didn't become anything major until World War II when, the Nazis and the British started looking into the occult. And we're like,
And
wait,
the Soviets. But all of them were like, let's do it.
why on earth did they ever think that was a good idea? That's the real question here. Why did they think that was a good idea?
Because they're going to use it to pretty much stop the Nazis. The Nazis wanted to use resurrected knights to storm the Russian to push the Russians back because they were seriously looking into that when they were getting pushed back.
Ah, yes. I'm certain it didn't help with that, what was it, the dead men walking incident?
During World War One.
I'm certain that incident didn't help their views of the Russians. It was just like, what the absolute fuck? It's sad that all those Russian soldiers did end up dying, but honestly, I don't see at that point.
Everything's gonna be fine. If I say it enough times, it's gotta be true.
You see, Austin made only one mistake here because now technically this campaign is somewhat over for us. Because he made one mistake. He elevated it to the point where I actually have to call in the guys who go above even my boss's head.
But the thing is, since we've
Because
seen
this
this
is their
shit,
job.
oh no, Pacific, it's not over for us. You want to know why? Because we've seen this shit, we're gonna get folded into them.
Yep.
Especially with the amount of it that we have seen.
That awkward moment when, because of this, I'm technically actually above my boss. I'm still holding an FBI badge. And it's just
Oh
like,
no.
what do you mean I have to? You're like, what do you mean you're my superior?
Once they
Well,
find
actually,
out
boss,
Bailey
you're
is,
fine.
once they find out Bailey is basically has minor psychic abilities before the cursed necklace.
Whack. We aren't going to point that out.
Pardon?
We're not going to point that out. Not until you're actually one of their members, because if we point it out before, then you have equal chances of just being thrown into the testing chamber as you do being the one doing the tests.
Yeah.
So we're not going to point anything out until after you're a part of them. Guess what, Bailey? At least this job pays. And you might get a scholarship.
And they'll
Wait,
believe
is my farm gonna get mentioned in this?
I'm
No!
going to have to apologize, but even though I'm not going to mention, probably
We're
going
not
to
going to mention it, but it might get caught up.
But
That's
then
the
you get
that's
folded
the
into
problem with
spooks.
calling in spooks is they have this lovely habit of making every problem just suddenly disappear.
Oh no, you know the best thing about it is they'll probably fold her into it, and then they'll set up that as their fucking base. And it'll literally be they're holding your farm hostage for you to work for them. Because it's the easiest way to control you.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, yes, they don't need that leverage on an FBI agent because the FBI agent knows damn good and well what they can do to it.
Meanwhile, me, it's just like, oh, you're gonna pay me better? Wait, it's a consistent job. Is it all paperwork?
And Bailey's just kind of like, I can continue to do what I love. And you guys are actually going to give me a steady paycheck so I don't have to pretend to talk to someone's dead grandmother and give them support through that? So I don't have to lie to families anymore that their dead grandmother actually loved them.
I just like to point out, Cam, Bailey's going to end up seeing a side of Pierce she hasn't seen before when he has to make a dossier for people he's actually scared of.
Yeah.
So that night, you're literally just going to see him starting to assemble an entire case folder. Than just being fucking terrified in general.
It's funny because you're probably gonna want shit from me too.
Why are you drooling, dog? I'm not letting you in while you're drooling like that.
Bjork.
The doggo wants the pets so badly.
He's outside.
He's not getting the pets.
Let me in. I want the pets. Also, I will end up reloading that one bullet that I used.
Meanwhile, I pumped 2 fucking slugs into a man.
I mean, like you're using a shotgun. It was a little overkill, but okay.
I saw a man with the ghost mat with the goat mask.
It actually depends upon how close he was, because if he was actually at point blank range, then that was complete overkill. Because if he was point blank, you could have fired 1 shell, because that's a bonus die.
I saw a goat mask. I panicked.
And then you max damaged on 2 slugs, which I'd like to point out is enough to take down a fucking bull. And actually some of the weaker mythos monsters.
Wham wham!
You tore that guy to shreds.
2 giant holes. 1 in his chest, 1 in his gut. It formed an 8. I gotta go pull some stuff off the front porch real quick though. I'll be right back.
Yep. They raided a place to get a fucking cursed necklace, but now I have actual physical evidence that there is something far worse going on here.
Yeah.
Which means now I call in the spooks. Because now there's evidence.
That's it for a bit.
And knowing the spooks are going to want to keep evidence under the rug as quickly as possible.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hey.
Welcome back. I'm currently taking pictures of all the bodies, the pentagram, any weird drawings and whatnot, the front of the store, the point, again, the point of entry.
Okay, what do I need to roll to look for the business ledgers?
Business ledgers? Make me let's see, I believe that would... is there investigation in this game?
What?
That would be spot hidden.
Make me a spot hidden check, please.
Got it.
Hard success.
You assume they're in these filing cabinets in the back behind the, upstairs near a desk. As you open those up, you can, you find the, business ledgers.
Okay. Does it show they made a sale to me yesterday?
Yes, the one in the very front, which seems to be dated the latest, shows your sale.
Does it show the sale about the hat?
Yes, there's also a small sale about a tiny hat, just a little bit after you.
Did she also find the manifest of goods that are being kept here?
She finds a small list of the manifest, yes. Looks like this. Looks. It's mostly like on this inside this small book, and every time an item was sold, he just crossed it out. It seems like he wasn't that organized. So the book is kind of disorganized about what's in the store and what's not.
Can I look for any sort of hidden rooms or loose boards or anything like that?
That will be a spot hidden check.
Of course. Give me a second. My shit's crapping on me real quick. As it typically does.
Also, I enjoy the fact that you're like upset that we're calling him Rookie, but you never told anyone other than Ainz's name.
Okay. So
I mean,
No,
we
he's
only know him as Rookie.
he's upset about it. I'm not.
I know,
But he knows.
Any
But
other
he
name?
also knows not to correct a superior.
okay, guys. So I grabbed my bag from the car,
Yeah.
and well, are all of the
Yeah.
cops somewhere else?
Cam, don't you dare! I will have to arrest you if you commit a federal offense.
No one's paying attention to you, Cam. They're kind of like the rookie is downstairs, of course. You know,
my.
he has taped off the area, like the whole building, and he's called in a few extra cops to have the two streets on both sides of the building closed for investigation purposes. But
Right.
no one sees you, Cam. No one sees you.
Okay. So, is there ink or anything on the table?
Yes, there's some ink on the table.
How to make this look like an accident?
I am downstairs, standing behind the thing.
I hope you realize I do have to go upstairs to take a picture of one of the bodies, as well as the body in the closet.
Like, where are you trying to beat Cameron right now? Up or downstairs?
I'm at the desk with the bucks.
So where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Cameron, careful. Tampering with evidence, especially in a federal case, is a federal offense. I will have to arrest you.
It's a rather serious crime as well. I had a
Yeah.
75 versus 99.
Yeah.
I succeeded.
And you're looking for like a hidden compartment?
Loose boards, hidden compartments, anything that you would have seen in the trenches
Fine,
as well.
not
where it's
seeing
like,
a way out of this, I'm going to look to see if there are any other possible cursed items.
Okay, first, Lucas, you don't find anything like a hidden compartment or anything, but behind the desk there looks to be a safe with where looks like there's a key that's been there's a small key thing that's broken into it. Like someone has purposely broken the key into the safe so it wouldn't be opened.
okay.
You can actually see the bottom part of the key on the floor as well.
All right, and I'm just going to yell out, "I'm cracking the safe," and then I'm gonna put a slug into the fucking lock
Okay.
at point blank range.
Just sigh. Goes back to taking pictures.
I'm cracking the safe. Bang!
As another gunshot goes off, a second cop runs into the building. Hey, you
I mean,
okay?
He yelled that out.
Well,
I yelled that.
yes, but he didn't expect you to. He says, "I'm cracking the safe." Gunshot. Safe may have been booby trapped, so he's just making sure.
I have a slug. I don't have any tools to pull out a key.
No. Like,
That was in character because he asked me if I was okay.
do you need a crowbar? Like, or do you got it? Like,
Is it open?
oh no.
There's probably a giant fucking hole.
There's a hole, yes, but it's not open enough where you can reach inside.
I could pull it open through the hole.
Yeah.
Because that was aimed at the lock. If there's a hole, there's no more lock. So I'm gonna open it up and then look inside.
You see money, of course. Important papers, and a book on the bottom of it. The book has a brown cover, and it has a weird symbol. The symbol I will draw for you guys now on screen, so pay attention because I'm only going to draw this once. It goes like this. Okay, so there's a circle here.
Where?
Here, and then a line coming here, 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 and then a small star here. That is the accurate description of the symbol. On the bottom of the book, it has a title as well. The bottom of the book is titled "A Journey of a Journey of a Man Who Knows the Truth." It seems
Is it
to.
written in any other languages?
No, it's in English, but it also looks to be not like professionally printed. It looks like somebody has been. It looks like someone actually wrote on it with ink instead of having it professionally printed. So it seems kind of like a journal, maybe, or maybe a book about someone's life, like a autobiography.
Biography.
Yes, thank you. I can't pronounce things.
If you show it to me, I can, see if I know anything about the symbol.
Oh no, the thing is, I don't know that Pacific's calling anybody in.
I
for
literally
this.
said it as I was going off to get the camera.
I was upstairs.
Well, I mean, if Rookie doesn't inform you, then honestly, I
don't
hold Rookie
know.
accountable for this.
Just show me.
No,
If Rookie doesn't inform you like he's supposed to, since you're a fellow officer, then he's just a dumbass.
I'm gonna hold on to the book.
God damn it.
So what was in the safe?
Valuables? What you would expect, more or less.
Nothing that could help us figure out why the cult targeted the guy?
I mean, they target random people. Last person I pulled that they were targeting was a random guy out in the woods.
Yeah, out in the woods. This is in the middle of town.
Middle of the day, too.
They could be getting more aggressive. They get big, they get aggressive.
Yeah, but at the same time, they would start from the outside in, not in.
Unless you were looking to cause havoc. Look, when we were in the trenches, they didn't put mines out in the field. No, they put them under the dugouts where people slept. You pop that, everyone's scared shitless, artillery's coming in, artillery stops, and all of a sudden there's Jerry on your position. It causes havoc. It makes you think maybe we're not safe. And then nobody goes outside.
Look, it's not. Just show me what was in the safe.
I'm going to step back from the safe.
Is the book still there?
Nope.
There's some money and some pieces of important documentation there, like the deed to the building, his license to sell stuff and all that.
He might have thought he was getting robbed. Broke the key off because of that.
Great. Everything here is just freaking normal and it doesn't make sense.
I am going to pocket the book and begin to reload my shotty.
And next time, don't use the shotgun to open the safe.
What? Did you get a key out of a lock?
coughs and actually had tweezers we could have used to pull it out.
If you had given me some bubble gum, I'm sure I could figure it out.
I don't carry gum.
I had fucking forceps. I could have gotten it out. You know that I had forceps. They're part of my medical kit.
So... Alright, now going back to checking the ledgers to see if he marked anything as, like, cursed or strange or anything like that.
Upstairs. The only thing that was ever marked curse or possibly has some weird story was the necklace. Everything else seems to be stuff he bought from like old people that were about to die, and it was generally just sometimes he would get donations or someone would trade an item for another item. Like it doesn't seem like anything in the shop would have, to his knowledge anyway, a magical or curse-like effect. The necklace was the one exception.
In a very strong Scottish accent, you all hear Bailey go, "Oh, fucking hell!"
Austin, I have a question.
Yeah, I saw your little message, and no, it wasn't.
Okay.
Hey, she's a Scotty!
Basically, when she curses, she learned to curse from her father, so she goes Scottish.
Scotty!
You call me that, and I'll shoot you. And I'll shoot you.
Photos.
You shoot a cop, that's a crime.
My dad's Scottish. Mom's Irish.
They would hate me.
No, in game.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. He's British in game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full blown.
I asked you guys to make characters that were American, but no, this is what happens.
You asked us to make what?
Never mind. Let us continue.
Meanwhile, when I'm done with taking my pictures, I will actually walk up to them.
Alright. You have taken about, I would say, 30 or so pictures, just to get as many details as you can, as soon as, like, so you could get all of, like, the minor details that you've noticed while taking said pictures. Like, you took pictures of the hinges, you took pictures of, like, the bodies, like, and where bullets have been flamed, including your car.
Alright, so I'm down to 18 exposures now.
Yeah, but you've gotten all your required pictures. On your way back, though, several cops have asked if you are okay or like everything like that, because they don't need our fetch. They don't need.
I'm fine. Just rope off the area and establish a perimeter. I need to go make a phone call now.
They've already done that.
Squire.
I'm going to try and pull
Yes,
Squire
and
aside.
don't touch anything.
Yes, sir.
Federal case, and I'm going to have to report this to my boss.
I'm just going to run after Squire with the ledgers. Squire, we need to have a talk.
God. About. I can't wait until we're in the car.
Right, car. Is it
I
okay for me to remove the ledgers from a crime scene?
Actually, question. Is there still a working telephone here? Or did that get hit in the firefight?
I'm going to say that got hit in the firefight.
I'd like to roll luck to see if the telephone's still working.
Roll it.
You pull up this phone, it's got no cord or anything, and it works.
It rings, and it's like, oh shit.
I got the first ever cell phone.
Mr. Cthulu, is that you?
I'm gonna call my boss.
Hold on. As you pick up the phone, you notice like there was a bit of a shotgun spread cell thing inside of it, or no, not a shotgun, but like a pistol bullet like in the middle of it. Somehow still works as you kind of call up your boss. Let's see here. How am I going to do this call?
I'm going to be standing off to the side, away from Squire, but I haven't gone back to my car. I sent the rookie back to the car, though.
Alright. Well, no,
I'm
Rookie
standing
will
right next-
Rookie will stay with you.
I'm
Go
standing
back to
right
the
next
car.
to Squire with the business ledgers in my arms.
I'm your partner. I'm not your, like...
You're right. You're my partner. This is something that I need to talk to Squire about private.
Gonna fill me in?
Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling.
No one's gonna get filled in until the literal government walks in.
Okay, yeah, Squire, like Rookie will walk back to the car.
Don't forget to pick up the fucking rifle you dropped.
He already has it. I follow protocol, and this is what happens. He says to himself, "You never go in alone. You always have at least one person behind you when you breach."
You're
Follow.
Bailey goes, what's protocol?
Kiss my ass. It's like protocol can kiss my ass. This is how we did things in the trench. And it was a
trench,
lot
I
more
was gonna
deadly
die, I
in
was
there.
ready. In the trench, I dealt with more than 2 fucking guys. And none of them shot themselves either.
Just gonna wait for my boss to pick up.
Because this didn't have a limited number of rings.
Specific.
This just
You
went.
give a damn if I name your boss, or is there a name you want me to use?
I
Like,
don't care what the fuck he's called, as long as you inform me of his name correctly.
hello?
Yes, hello. This is Agent Greenwald reporting in.
You're.
We have a problem. We have a situation.
I was about to ask that. Alright, what's going on?
Okay. You remember how I was sent out here to locate and speak to our informant?
You're sent out there to check up on him, yes.
Yeah, he's dead. We got mafia elements surrounding the location. Not sure how entrenched yet, as well as what looks to be, just glances around the room, occult issues.
Oh, fuck.
I've already seen some shit, and I've got, and
It's
now
a
I have
cult of
physical. He literally
Like you put
puts
a
a
hand
finger
over-
on. Yeah, he literally puts a finger on your lips while shushing you. It says, "I'm talking on the phone, Bailey."
Who is that?
That would be the person I had to bring with me because my partner is sick. By the way, is he better yet? Because I'm going to need backup.
Oh, he is. He was about to
Also, I
run.
have physical evidence. I'm already working on the dossier. I need you to send in a call to those guys.
Wait. Those
You know
guys?
who.
Those guys. Are you sure?
Definitely.
Alright.
Can we need to do something real quick? Okay, I'm not gonna do something stupid.
I'll have the folder prepped in 2 days. They can meet me at the motel. I'm actually going to give him my room number.
Okay. Okay. We will, when your partner meets up with you, send the lady back.
No!
Fair enough, sir.
I would like to talk to her to get the report from her in person. And I don't want to remove you from the field yet. Have you been injured at all?
I got shot on the first day, but all culprits are dead. Several bodies are mutilated, and someone is arming the asylum. I was going to look into it to see if there's any ways they could have smuggled the guns in.
Okay.
I will continue looking into it to at least maintain some semblance of normality. Don't want anyone getting any hints that something else is going on here.
And you follow proper protocol about documenting the entire area where you're at now?
Yep.
Okay, there's what I need you to do. I need you to make sure none of the civilians see the inside of this area. We need to keep this. We need to keep this under we need to keep this low profile. We don't need the people there getting freaked out. Also, keep the fact that you're, you already know this, but keep the fact that you're who you are on the download. In fact, make sure the police don't tell anybody either. Also,
Spoken. They're currently holding a perimeter around the building, but none of them are allowed to touch anything.
I also need to look into something else if you have the time.
I move your hand. Don't forget to mention the fake Fed.
I need you to I need you to look into this Ivan guy. He's been getting a little
You're the one who
worrisome.
used dynamite in an asylum.
Yes, I read about that.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, look into him. Make sure he's not going to be a threat for the investigation. You have
Haley.
you have permission to make him disappear if you need to.
Bailey is mouthing the
Understood,
words,
sir.
remember the fake Fed.
Also, sir, we do have an impersonator who seems to be looking into things. Currently IDing himself as a Fed role agent. I do not know where he is, but so far he has interacted with several police officers and was last seen snooping about the asylum.
Are all the police up in that place incompetent?
It looks that way, sir.
Okay,
I'm not a cop.
duly noted. I may send some people there to retrain their staff.
Yeah, we might need to silence this area. I'm going to hang up now, sir. Don't forget to scrub the records of this call.
Already on it. Be safe. We don't need our Fed dead.
And with that, I hang up.
So, what's going on?
You're being recalled in 2 days.
What?
You are also not allowed to speak a single word of anything that has occurred on this case to anyone, or I will have to arrest you.
No, I mean, why am I being recalled?
Because this is a lot bigger than us.
Alright, and like I said, there is something we do need to discuss, but it can't wait until we're in the car. Is it against the rules for me to remove the ledgers if it is to assist in your investigation?
I'll need you to leave them here when you're recalled, but we can hold on to them.
Okay.
Hey, you're the other person who checked this place. You didn't take anything from here, did you? Because I'm gonna need it.
I actually want to pull you to the side for a little bit if I could talk to you about some stuff. Because this is going to be a part of my investigation as well, just based on how everything went and what they're looking like. They did put me in charge of the asylum case.
Yeah. That awkward moment when I'm not entirely certain how to tell him the fact that that's no longer his issue. That's no longer my jurisdiction or his jurisdiction.
Yep, and I'm gonna look at Bailey. If we could talk in private, that would be better.
What's your response, Bailey?
To what?
To what Gross just said.
I asked if I could talk to Squire in private, more or less.
Okay. I'll wait in the car. You do know she's tearing up a little bit.
Oh no, now I feel bad as a person. But as a merciless But-
This is going to end well.
but as a merciless god, I can't feel bad for you, Cam. I'm sorry.
So as soon as Bailey's gone, I'm gonna show Squire the book. She picked up the ledgers, and I figured she might have wanted to pull them for you. This was something we both are gonna need to take a look at. Because I'm a temporal cop. I'm a temporary
That's
cop.
something I'm going to need to include in the dossier.
I figured. Mind if I take some pictures of it? Considering, well, if
No,
things go
this is off
south.
the books now.
Alright.
Completely off the books.
I'm guessing I might get pulled by the feds at some point.
don't leave town.
I mean, I live outside of town.
I know what I said.
You know what I need to? Do you need me to give you my home address?
No, don't leave town.
So I'm living in the police station then?
Yep, pretty much.
Fuck.
Or you can rent out a room.
I don't want to spend my money.
Also, I'm gonna need to go talk with Ivan now.
I could come with you on that one.
Yep. Let's get to the car.
All right.
Hey,
And
Paige.
I'm going to make a
As we're
show of
walking
putting
out,
the
I'm just
book
gonna.
Hello?
Yeah.
back where I picked it up
I
from.
can barely hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Actually, I'd like to point out, Lucas, this is going to be one of those moments where he's actually going to stop you and just say, no, we're taking it with us, because I need to put that in the dossier.
All right.
The actual physical copy.
And then it goes into one of the inside pockets on my trench coat.
Off the books means completely off the books. The cops must never find that book. And as we're leaving, I'm literally going to address one of the police officers. No one in or out. I got a group coming in 2 days to look at this place. You can, if you document the bodies, you are allowed to remove them for.
Does that mean we need to keep the streets closed? These are like the two main streets of town.
This is a federal case, and I have a team of specialists heading in for this.
Alright. Duly noted, sir.
If you have to bring people into these streets, at least cover up the windows and the doors so that they don't end up seeing what's inside or disturbing anything inside.
Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean.
Oh, and there's an FBI impersonator. Do not let anyone in until I show up, or someone with even higher clearance than I do shows up.
Yes, sir.
You see
Get
Bailey
into
is
the car.
I'm going to get in my cop car.
Well, this is going to be a terrible day.
You notice Bailey's crying when you get in the car.
Look, I honestly expected this was going to be an easy case. I didn't think I'd have to make that phone call.
No, it's
I'd hoped I could just report to my boss that, yes, I got shot. Everything's resolved now.
not that. I don't want to leave.
Well, the main thing is you're not being sent back home because you're off the case. You're being sent back home because the boss wants to talk to you in person.
But what if you get hurt while I'm gone?
Why do you think you're leaving in 2 days? That's when my other partner gets here.
I don't trust him.
So what if he gets sick every few months or so? Now that I think about it, that does seem awfully suspicious. His sickness always seems to coincide whenever we need to go on a case. Oh well.
And that's why you have me here now.
Besides, I got, Leighton back there. His sickness is laziness. It's possible, Paige.
It is entirely possible.
We think it's the flu, but we're not sure, and no one cares enough to actually go check on him, so it might actually just be laziness.
Right. And the other thing is, the shop owner. I was checking the ledgers to see if anything else might be cursed, so that when, in case, to keep other people safe, just in case. And he wrote down my name, purchase of the necklace, and the history of the necklace.
It's okay.
Including the possibility that it might be cursed.
Yes, and that's all right.
I think the cult might be trying to come after me next.
You just gotta make it 2 days. Just 2 days.
What if I don't have 2 days? What if they find out where we are and show up at the motel room?
Well, that's why I have a gun. And you have a gun. And our door has a bolt.
And you're
Yeah.
going to have a crazed fucker with a shotty possibly stopping by.
Well, we said we were going to investigate the caves today. You still want to do that, or?
And we will, after I check in with Ivan.
We
That one
don't know
woman
where
we
Ivan
actually
is.
need, gamer. Of course not. That crazy man back there does. Duh. The psychotic Tommy following us knows.
He called me Scotty. I don't like him.
That's because he's completely psychotic.
The Highlanders are respectable, okay?
I wouldn't take it personally. He's just insane.
Abrasive. A dick.
Literally insane.
Well, so just so you know, I was tempted to alter the ledgers to erase my name from in them, but I think they're safer with you.
We're gonna again.
Well, it's a good thing that you didn't, or I'd have to send you back in handcuffs.
She sticks her tongue out at you. Eh.
Nah.
And of course, you guys. And of course, it's like, ah, yes. Smiles. Obviously.
Like, just
But,
friendship.
and he just goes, but seriously, though, I would have to arrest you if you did that.
If you knew half the stuff I did in my investigations, you'd have to arrest me.
Yes, you see, there's a reason why I don't ask. Don't ask, don't ask, don't tell. I don't
That's
ask.
not a policy for a few more years.
It's not a policy. It's a rule to live by when it comes to the fact that your friend might be doing illegal stuff and you have the authority to arrest them. It's don't ask, don't tell. It's the same reason why you never tell your friend, the judge, the fact that you shoplifted or literally stole someone's car.
Prison's not a fun place to
Because
go.
they don't have to do anything if they don't know it. Because they don't know the specifics of what happened.
So,
But if they know it happened, then they have to do
so
something.
we're going to go to the cave system, right?
We're going to Ivan first.
Okay.
At least with the caves, that is something that can be done overnight.
Well, you were told, Pacific, remember, you were told to keep an eye on him. You weren't told to, like, you have to deal with him now. You were just told to keep an eye on him.
Keep him from doing any more dumb shit.
Yes, in order to keep an eye on him, I at least need to know where he lives.
You can get that information from the precinct.
It is his place of employment.
This is going to be one of those moments where I'm literally going to drive over his house, park in front of his house, go walk across the street, and bribe his neighbor with federal cash to keep an eye on him for me. And report his, like when he enters and leaves his house.
Okay. Do you guys just want to do a quick little time skip of that? Or do you want to roleplay that?
I don't really need to roleplay that. That's mostly just me. Flash a badge. Yes, hello, federal agent. So we've noticed some suspicious activity going on your street, but could you
Wait,
possibly keep an eye on what's going on around here and just report back?
wait.
We can pay you.
Oh, so okay, so I'm not in trouble or anything, man.
No. We
Not
just
yet.
need. I just want a record, as it were, of who comes and goes.
I mean, okay. Anyone particularly I need to keep an eye out for?
Your neighbor across the street.
Well, we've managed to narrow it down to a few houses roughly around your house and across the street, but we don't know which one yet. So if you could just keep tabs on all of them, that would be great. You never give them specifics.
I do have a job to.
It's the crazy Russian.
I do have a job to do. You know, like I have to go to work every day.
You have a wife?
Still.
I live by myself.
You're gonna want to look for married people, Pacific, because then the wife could stay at home and.
But this guy is like right across Ivan's house.
Doesn't matter if the married
Doesn't matter.
person.
I
the
would
wife
have been
keep track of it.
Yeah,
'cause
it
they
would have
don't-
been one of those things where I would have been looking for a family home that was within maybe 2 houses of him, at most.
Because the
Close enough
wife
to
is
keep
stay at home at this time
close
period.
enough to keep eyes on him.
Yep. Welcome to the 20s, where the wife works at home.
Unless it's Bailey.
Unless it's Bailey, but
I
you're
said
a unique
wife.
case. You're a unique case, and you're not married.
And honestly, no.
I mean, half the town has shipped both you two together at this point. Like in these small towns,
I'm
there's
going to kick you, Austin.
there's not much you
Real
can
life.
there's not much you can talk about in small towns like these.
Yeah.
So an unmarried couple who's very insistent they're just friends.
No. They're actually talking more about this one guy who seems to be like the coolest guy in the whole town right now.
Don't give a shit. I still would be looking for at least a married couple, which I would be having this conversation with.
You see a man out front of his yard with like a tiny with a grill and his like a young son playing on a little blanket with his wife sitting with him.
That would be the people I would talk to.
Okay.
Why would I ever go up to some random house if that's sitting right there? Because that's exactly what I'm looking for.
So, Paige, how are you?
Very much so the same conversation.
My internet's cut off twice, and I'm terrified it's going to cut off a fifth or several times.
Yeah, that's
Cut itself off for no reason.
so. Yeah, it's going to be the it's basically going to be that conversation, but probably directed at either the husband or the wife, whoever responds first.
The husband will respond. He'll first ask if you would like some food, good sir. You know.
No thanks. I can't stay long. Sorry, I'm with the government, and we've noticed suspicious activity occurring on this street. Could either of you possibly help us in narrowing it down to a specific location?
Sure. I'm not sure what I can do. I mostly work at I mostly work at an office.
Is there at least one person at the house every hour of the day?
Well,
we only need someone to be here and keeping an eye out.
Well, my wife is usually at home with our son, but she goes out on Tuesdays for a book club at the library. And also Thursdays, she goes out to take our son to the library to read books with mommy and son, like mommy and kid time. You know, like she wants to make sure he can read by the time he's about to go to school. But whenever she's not here, I'm here. So yeah.
That would work. All we really need is just a description and a time for whenever people leave or arrive, and we are willing to pay.
Wait a minute. Why aren't you asking our neighbor? He's a cop. He could stay here and look out for that.
Because unfortunately, he's also on the list of suspects.
Are you serious?
Also, yes, it's truly dreadful that to even think that our local law enforcement might actually be on that list of suspects, but we can't afford to rule many people out.
That is dreadful. Wait, am I on this list?
I wouldn't be asking you if you were.
Oh, okay. I was just concerned for a moment. I've heard rumors about, and I would prefer those rumors aren't true with my family.
It's quite all right.
But hey, rumors are always rumors, am I right? They're never real. It's like this weird rumor that people's been seeing a weird goat around town.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, like the goat in the tutu is actually quite funny.
Yes. Well, would you at least be willing to do this job for us? I can offer $5 a day, just for the list of who's there.
Fuck ton in the 20s right there.
Okay, yes, of course, we'll do it.
All right.
Can of like fucking can of my shit is like what, 60 cents or some shit like that. Not expensive in modern day standards, but that's like because valuable shit.
Yes, unfortunately, this would fall under my spending limit.
Mhm.
Because I really do not spend that much each day. Yes, Squire Greenwald, the FBI agent who has very few expenses on a daily level. Austin, that basically means that I will be making a trip to this house once a day, every day, to drop off to drop off $5 in exchange for a list.
I will need you to specify when you do it.
I'll show up for the list with the money a little after 3 each day. If I end up being late, at most 5.
Well,
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
well, no. I need you to specify when you head to this place, like in character.
Specify what?
Like, in character during your actions, I will need you to specify you go to this place.
I know. That's just a reference to you that I will be trying to keep a spot open.
Oh, okay. Are you telling him that?
Yes!
Okay.
Another character literally saying to him, I will be around at 3 each day with the money for the list, and at the latest 5 in the afternoon.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. We will keep an eye out. And are you sure you don't want anything to eat? Maybe a beer?
I really shouldn't. I still have some work left for today. Maybe next time.
Bailey's with you, right?
I'm in the car.
Bailey's in the car.
He will offer Bailey food and a beer if she wants one.
No. I don't drink.
Which is common for women at this point.
Yeah, but he would still offer. Like, he's just trying to be polite.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't offer you beer. He would probably offer you like water or maybe some tea or something.
And Bailey's just like back of her head, she's like, no, it's illegal. It's illegal. Your friend Cannon will arrest you.
Don't you dare.
Oh yeah, he does. He kind of realizes what he just admitted to, and he's like, "Oh shit."
Alcohol and the prohibition. It's fine. I won't.
I
tell
mean,
if you
day drinking
don't.
is fine in this time period.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
not
during
even
the.
sure they have like fucking
Oh yeah, it's
you're
during
not
the.
allowed to drink and drive thing.
No, 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 no,
Prohibition.
no. That doesn't happen to the Great Depression.
Prohibition.
Pops
No,
it the
prohibition
wrong
was 20s.
fucking year.
Prohibition
Yeah,
was
but
20.
we are 1920, not the 20s.
Exactly. It was like I think it was what 23 when they kicked that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more of the fact that he's still working. He wants to keep a clear head.
He would still try to be polite, you know.
I
Of
know,
course.
that's why I politely refused.
Yeah,
saying,
I understand.
Unfortunately, I still have some work. Maybe next time.
All right. The little kid will come by.
Yeah, 1920 to 1933, we're in Prohibition.
But the thing is, you're allowed to drink the beer you have. You're just not allowed to buy more.
This would have been
Okay.
the starting year of it, so people would still have beer.
People would still have their alcohol.
Besides, it often followed a very simple statement of, even amongst government agents, I won't tell if you don't. Meaning, hey, share. Seriously, I can't go out and get this on my own. Share, please.
All right,
very
then.
simple standard back then.
Nothing is going to go wrong. We are going to be safe and fine.
Cam is trying to reassure herself that she'll be safe in my game.
Well,
No, that's Bailey. That's Bailey
Well,
saying this.
have a
Because
pleasant
she's
rest
like,
of your day.
she just found out a lot of information. One, she has to leave in 2 days, which she doesn't want to do. And two, she thinks the cult is coming after her next.
Yes, and she still disregards the fact that Greenwald just called in people who he refuses to specify anything further on. Which, you've been around him enough to know that the only times he does that is when shit is so classified he literally can't tell you, or else he'd have to put a bullet between your eyes.
Yeah. Sorry, my little brothers are. I'm sorry, Joey is playing Fortnite.
Oh, don't worry. It's going in the video.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Oh, don't worry. It's going into the video.
Okay.
The compilation. Now.
So, I'll get back in the car if there's nothing else.
I know, I did.
Then
Okay.
start heading out to the cave.
So we have the ropes, and mind if I ask why you
In
put
the
some
back.
car hoods in the trunk?
The car hoods are not in the trunk. They're currently in the room. I
Okay.
had no reason to carry them with us.
Alright, I thought you had them in the car.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't bring those along with me because I am not using them today.
So we have light. I'll bring my camera just in case. I only have 24 rounds of film though.
That's fine. But if everything goes well, there won't be too much to photograph.
You guys know I have a camera. If it comes down to it.
As he's still following us.
I mean, I would probably be trying to drop my buddy off at the fucking station.
You'd be dropping off your
So-
buddy at the police station while we just vanish.
Okay.
Like the FBI usually does.
My mic quality probably changed massively. Give me one moment to fix that. I had to mute my mic on OBS because my sister's playing copyrighted music in my house. When she knows I'm live streaming.
What is happening elsewhere as we're currently just driving off to the cave? Paige, what's happening with you? Now that you're actually here and the gunfight and all the follow-up is over.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot Paige was a player there for a moment.
I was told I was on the other side of town. So why am I here?
We're asking what you're doing, Paige, because that cave that we're investigating right now is the one that's right off your property.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're going into town, aren't you, Paige?
I was cleaning up and I was going to go into town soon. Bobby was still following me because he wanted his dress off, which he was told if he behaves, he'll get his dress off before I leave. But if he does any shenanigans before I leave, the dress stays on.
Bobby has left your side for half an hour. Next time you see Bobby, he is running around without the dress on.
God damn it, Bobby! What the fuck happened to the dress?
Bobby quickly runs away.
Bobby, you better be putting my dress back on! I swear to God, I'm eating the chicken soup. And now my character's chasing Bobby.
Bobby Hill music, that's what I was thinking of.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, yeah. That's... Is that royalty free?
You should be able to mention anybody without a problem.
If they're walking up, they probably hear me because he's bringing up Bobby to go grab his flipping dress. Or if they're close to the front, they'll probably see me running after Bobby.
I don't think they have to. No, they don't have to go on your property to get to the cave. That's the thing. They can if they want to, but that's like not required.
I know, it's in case they want to.
Let's see. Okay, so as you chase Bobby around, you notice a part of a fence where it was kind of like snagged. Looks like the dress has been ripped up using that little part kind of like as a leverage thing. It looks like Bobby had torn up the dress as well, so you can't use it anymore. As he kind of like books it.
Bobby, just because you tore up this one doesn't mean I can't make you repair this or find another. Wait, does he still have the hat on?
I want every one of your feathers.
The hat is still on. The hat is still on. Bobby's been trying to get that off though.
This would be the moment when you turn to a more permanent punishment.
He doesn't have feathers.
Yeah, he is a featherless chicken.
That's horrifying.
I suppose we can always just detalon the chicken.
Well, yeah, you could, but Paige, I'd be crossing a line that you'll never, be able to uncross.
This is one of those points where it's like you won't accept your punishment. So I guess I'm just going to have to make it a lot more permanent.
Yeah.
Bobby, I swear to God, I'm going to go to the store and get paint.
Bobby's been, by the way, Bobby has behaved ever since he got the dress off. Like, he hasn't done anything other than, like, just, did his normal Bobby thing.
He took the dress off.
And then he misbehaved by taking off the dress and destroying it.
Yes, the point was, I was going to take off the dress. But the point is, he shenaniganed right as soon as I was about to take it off.
Bobby's, like, looking at you like, you wouldn't
God damn
dare.
it, Bobby, what the heck was supposed to take the dress off of you?
He kind of looks at you like you ain't going to do a damn thing.
He looking at you like, bitch, I hope the fuck you do.
That on the camera can hear out.
It's currently become a staring contest. Like, Bobby's staring at me, I'm staring at Bobby.
Bobby ain't moving. As Bobby is like, no, I will stand up for this one. I behave, and you took too long getting the dress off me.
Fine, but the hat stays on until I get back.
He kind of groans. But he will accept this.
He goes, the hat would have come off if the dress had stayed intact, but the hat's staying on until I get back because you tore the dress up.
He's like giving you a look like, I am a male, you know this, right?
Why do you think I put you in a dress then?
Caw, as he just caws and goes back to his little perch.
I assume the other animals are watching this shit go down.
Yeah. And they're like, oh my god, he is challenging her authority right now. Anyway, so do you guys go to Paige's farm? Like, what is the dealio?
Yep.
Actually, no, because if you remember correctly, one of those books you gave me detailed the fact that there was an actual entrance to said cave a few miles south.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a mile south or so. We're going to that. Never once are we going to set foot on her property.
Okay.
Means I can bring my gun.
You have your gun.
And my rope.
Don't shoot him yet.
Everything is.
And my flares.
Yep.
This is what they were for. And let me see. Yes, and my gas lantern. The flares are in case we need to illuminate something a lot bigger.
You see Bailey grab her bag and just start walking straight into the cave.
Well, let me describe the entrance of the cave, please. Because this is a very important one. The entrance of the cave. It's pretty average. Like, if you two were to stand beside each other and then both of you guys have your arms pushed out back to back, you would be able to touch both sides of the wall together. The ceiling actually is a little taller than you guys. It's actually like 5 feet taller than you guys, and it goes into the ground a little bit, but then drops down a bit and then continues going as in a slope. As like it goes slope, sudden drop, slope for like 10 feet down.
How long's the sudden drop?
10 feet. Like
we could pretty reasonably just climb back out if it's not a dangerous situation.
Yep.
Because that's still just short enough that, I can climb out and I can give her a boost if she can't reach the limit.
You hear Bailey say, "It's at times like this I wish it was fashionable for women to wear pants."
Not right away, though. Right away.
Yep.
Come on, Johnny.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going first.
Just shoot.
Out of respect for the poor lady who isn't wearing pants.
Crow, you're with them, right?
I will end up catching up with them if Squire told me to.
I did not.
Because I wanted to drop this guy back off so that way,
Well, he could have went ahead and driven himself if you told him like you were going with the Fed.
If he was okay with that, that would have been fine.
He's cool with it. Like he has He has to go fill out what happened anyway with paperwork.
You rise from a back seat like a vampire rising out of a coffin.
No.
Reaches back for a gun, sees Tommy.
Reaches back for a gun, pulls me up. What the fuck?
Well, you'll do. Just carries Tommy out.
I
Look,
thought you
I
said you were
got a
getting a weapon. This is a weapon.
Literally holds him by an arm, just goes, "Look, I got a Tommy gun."
I'm
like,
holding a
God.
shotty in the other hand.
Meanwhile, it's like, yes, military jokes. All joking aside, though, no, I have my rifle and my revolver.
But yeah, I would have had him drive him. I probably would have had him take a ride back with one of the other guys then.
Yeah. Okay.
As usual.
So I'm going in first. I'm going to also grab a flare so I can actually.
I mean, I have a gas lantern. You just need to go down the slope. You know, he's just saying at the drop, go first.
Jesus.
Yep.
Because you're wearing a dress.
You go into the cave.
He's
It
gonna follow you.
is dark, cold, and quite creepy, to be honest with you. Like, there's nothing here, not even a bug. However, you feel like you're being watched as you travel along the cave.
Yeah, sticking with the walls.
Okay.
The walls are the safe bet.
I need to know how far you guys travel in the cave.
Honestly, I'm still sticking close enough to see the walls in the lamplight.
No,
But
no.
I'm going to keep going until we see the actual hole in the ceiling.
The actual hole where Paige is places?
The hole just off her property, yes.
That would be about...
I know it's about a mile away.
I'm going to say it will take you guys about 45 minutes to travel safely to there. To there, because the cave is quite ragged and there are some drops and all that. And you guys would have to take time to safely navigate through this.
45 minutes for a single mile? Better time than the trenches.
Hey, that's still
3
fast
days.
Across no man's land.
3 days, we've moved an inch.
Nah, that's faster than they make you cross
Am I
no
having
man's
a harder?
land.
Yeah.
Am I having a harder time going about because I'm wearing a skirt?
Yeah, a little bit
Skirts are
harder.
awful for like hard terrain.
Yeah,
like
you are having a very hard time. Your skirt has got caught in so many things to the point where it's ripped. It's slightly ripped and all that.
If she needs pants, she could borrow mine. I have boxers.
It is cold, by the way, in this cave. It is cold.
There have been cases where people have. I have a trench coat.
Yeah, true.
To keep my legs warm.
True.
Yes,
You guys just hear Bailey say, "I swear if this thing gets caught on one more stupid stalactite, I'm just going to
as soon as you said that, it does.
I'm just gonna continue without it. It's like, wait, what?
I'm just gonna look at her. Hey, Scotty, you want my pants? I got a trench coat.
I'm wearing bloomers." You watch as she just takes off the skirt and another layer underneath it that poofs it out and just stuffs it in her bag. She's still got a... It looks like pants, but they're really poofy.
I know what bloomers look like.
Yeah.
Still think you might want to take the pants.
I'm fine.
Cam, for the purposes, I would say your character does have a spare pair of pants on them for situations like these. Since this is not the first exploration in a cave Pacific has gone into from time to time, and you have been with him on several different cases.
Yeah, no, but at this point, I left them in the hotel, and I'm mad at myself for leaving it at the hotel.
Even though I said we were going to the cave.
I know that. I wasn't expecting it to be this bad.
It's a cave. They're always this bad.
All right,
At least there hasn't been any crumbling floor yet.
As
As you
soon as,
say that, you slip and fall.
as you say that,
That's not a crumble. That's literally, oh yes, puddle.
as you,
I was
yeah.
expecting that. You're like, I was expecting that. What?
No. No, Paige,
What?
you're
Oh,
on the
different-
farm. So as you guys continue, slowly but surely, you reach the giant hole in the ceiling where Pacific has discovered before.
Okay. And we haven't noticed anything in the lamplight the entire way?
No, you haven't noticed anything like unnaturally lighting it up, like other than your lamp.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying unnaturally lighting. I mean in the actual light of the lamp. Have we noticed anything on the walls and floor?
Nope. Just looks like a normal cave.
So all we're getting is just this foreboding feeling that we're being watched, and there's nothing else going on with this cave.
Well, the hole atop goes down even further. Like it continues going past the hole. It's just where you enter. Like the hole's like a midpoint.
And so you're telling me we're looking at a fucking shaft right now that's just going straight down.
Not just straight down, but it also has like it's like how can I say? It's a very big cave. It doesn't just go straight down; it goes left, right. It looks like it almost looks like it's been.
It has a dip.
Yeah, it has a dip. Like as you continue to head past the big hole, you do notice something. Like just a little past the big hole, though, like where you couldn't see, like when you're up top. You go down just a little bit more, and you notice some boxes there. You notice like some wooden crates and all that.
There are boxes down here.
Yes, just past the big hole.
Okay.
You see some boxes and crates down here.
Can I see the far wall beyond those boxes?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so there's nothing around the boxes near this giant hole in both the floor and ceiling?
Well, a little past the boxes, there is these weird pots and kettles and all that as well.
Who the fuck makes tea in a cave?
The cave people, obviously.
There's also a metal drum.
Wait, there's a what?
Metal
a cave
drum.
Drum.
Dang.
Moonshiners.
Got to be.
You'd think they'd drink their own shit.
Probably.
Then why the fuck did they-
So I thought I heard something about a cave painting.
No,
No.
we
it's
said cave
just
people.
people.
Because they have
Cave-
kettles, and I asked who the fuck makes tea in a cave.
Moonshiners. In any case.
It's common up in New York where they speakeasies and stuff, they'll serve it in tea to try in teapots and teacups to try and, change the scent off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll be right back.
I was literally just going to pop a flare, throw it to the other side of the room so we have consistent light source in the whole place, then check the boxes.
Yeah. And
'Cause
my
if there's
dad's
nothing,
just...
yeah, because there's nothing occult in the boxes. Yeah, it's just the moonshiners using a cave.
Yep.
That's not my concern.
You
That's
do
the cop's
notice...
concern. FBI agent, shrug. Not my state. Moonshiners.
That's not my department.
What? It's like, what? It's not my department. I don't see why I need to stop
But
you.
it is Crow's department.
I am a PI employed by the police at the moment. It is only temporarily my problem.
He's a temp who's PI.
All right,
It's
back.
fine.
I'm back.
Okay. So, given the size of the cave, there are areas that are not illuminated in this room, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Popping a flare, yeeting it over into the unlit area. Just making sure that there's no one else in here hiding in the darkness. We good?
Near the boxes and everything?
No, you said I could see the wall beyond the boxes.
Yes. Okay, so you
Yes,
yeet,
the
there
unlit area.
should be a throw check, I believe.
Not really. I'm not caring where it goes, so long as it gets to the darkness. Because it just needs to get close so that the light actually illuminates the darkness.
You yeet
I'm not
it.
throwing it at a person.
Okay, you yeet it, and the area lights up.
Okay.
All right.
Does it illuminate anyone or any more equipment?
Oh. That is...
It illuminates some. It illuminates somebody, currently tied up in a chair. They seem to be knocked out.
Okay, now it's my business.
Yep, I'm going to run around the hole in the ground.
Don't run in a cave.
Tommy, keep an eye on the entrance.
Got it.
I'm gonna check these boxes.
Wait, no, you actually know how to deal with medicine. You deal with them. I'll check the boxes.
Fine, but I don't want the lantern.
Just us.
I snatch the lantern away from you.
Fine, don't drop my lantern.
I'm not going to drop it.
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna.
I'm going to lay down facing the entrance we came in from,
unconscious
with my
guy.
shotty aimed towards it. And
Oh God!
if anybody comes in behind us, I am plugging him.
The trench camping. Why?
Okay.
All right, and I'm looking through the crates.
Bailey?
That would be a.
Yeah.
Get a medicine check on.
Make me a. Okay, you can open these crates easily. Oh, Bailey?
Yeah?
Make me a sanity check.
Corpses!
You see why I wanted to open? But no, couldn't come up with a good reason in character, and of course, you're just like,
due to the gruesomeness that you've seen in the last few days, you quickly close the crate, and you have a hard time holding on to what you've recently eaten, but you don't lose any sanity because of this. You just saw a decapitated head of a young woman with blonde hair.
So
it's a head.
So what I'm hearing is we just located the thing we were looking for without us ever having to actually go to the cave. Great. We're still gonna go to the other cave at some point, but at least this helps narrow down the search. What are you doing, Boo?
No, you basically hear Bailey slam close the crate, and she just goes, "It's a head."
Of course it is.
The other crates have moonshine in them, of course, but that is the only crate of notice that you should know about. The two crates have, like, the head crate and the moonshine crate have been separated. At least they're smart enough to do that. They've separated these two crates.
Good. Blood in your moonshine's never a good combination.
Yeah.
Well, I quite like the irony. Did I really just say that?
The agony.
No, I mean, like, I quite like the flavor of iron in my moonshine. Not irony flavor.
Irony flavored moonshine.
Listen, Pacific. Don't lose your head over this.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Austin, I hope you realize that now you're in one of my games, I can actually kick your ass. But yeah. So I need to make a check anyways because I'm checking this guy to make sure he's even still alive. Well, it's not really a check to see if he's alive, but first things first. Is he alive?
You can see him breathing.
Okay, so he's alive. Okay.
You also notice that he has a mark on his neck. The same mark you guys keep encountering.
Yep, this is what we were looking for. Before I check to see if he's even, I'm gonna presume that since he isn't responding to the fact that we're still talking,
he's unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I was presuming since he hasn't responded.
Well, I told you that he was unconscious when you approached him. But getting closer, you can see that he's breathing, but he is unconscious. You
Okay.
also, yeah. So make
What
me
about
that
roll
medicine check,
check to make
please.
sure? All right. Let's see how fucked up this guy is. Well, that sucks.
Would you like to
I ain't
push?
pushing it. No. Because
Okay.
then I could make whatever his condition is currently worse.
You kind of like shake him a little, try to wake him up. As you do, make me a spot hidden check, please. Or something else.
Why? Dice, why?
What?
It's Call of Cthulhu. Stop rolling high.
He.
This week I've just been rolling high on my dice, and I don't know why.
He is currently just unconscious. Like, you can't seem to wake him. Like, you tried slapping him, he doesn't seem to respond.
No, that's fine. I don't even need to slap him. I'm just gonna undo his. You know, I'm just gonna use my bayonet like a knife and just cut his and cut the bonds holding him to the chair.
Okay, there's a tape over his mouth, but not over his nose.
That can stay there because we're gonna try to get this guy out without without him making too much noise. And you can't scream if I hit something wrong if the tape's still over his mouth.
Okay.
Yes, I know it seems harsh, but honestly, this is for this is for him.
The greater good, right? All right.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, and Crow.
I'm still watching that fucking entrance.
No one comes by for a while. Let me just roll something. Crow. As you watch that entrance, you see a young kid walking towards you. Mister, what are you doing here?
I'm going to yell over my shoulder, "We got a kid!"
As he starts running back through the cave.
Let me grab this guy real quick. Gonna sling that guy over my back and just say, Bailey, pack it up, we're leaving.
Okay. Should I grab the head?
No, I'm not transporting a severed head in my car.
And the smell of the head would never get out of the car.
Rotting bodies are disgusting.
Yeah. Well, it actually looks to be a very freshly killed head.
Yeah.
Rotting bodies are
Doesn't
disgusting.
matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. This guy is the living evidence. That can wait until we get the cops.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need a few more officers over here because there's clearly signs of a murder, a kidnapping, and cult activity as well.
And moonshining.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
I don't give a damn about moonshining because, once again, not my state. But cult, that makes it federal. Now it's my problem.
As you guys
Now
start
it's my
leaving,
fucking problem.
as you guys start leaving, you see a man walking towards you.
If it's an
Guns out.
adult, I am plugging him.
Yep, guns out.
My
What?
shotgun never went away. This man is taking 2 shots from slugs.
Roll it.
Well, that guy's fucking dead.
Bang! As the figure that was approaching you drops.
What did you do?
We
I
need
was told to
leave
watch the entrance.
now.
As far as I'm aware, that was somebody coming in to kick our asses.
As you guys keep going, Crow.
Yeah.
And he gets eliminated. What was it? Because I will at least spare a second to.
The man that was walking down down here, he seems to be dressed in like what seems to be normal attire. Doesn't look like he had a weapon. He had a flashlight, and he seems to be like he definitely looks like a dad.
I was gonna glance over at Tommy as we're leaving and saying, "Hey, Tommy, you're gonna have to put that in your report."
Hey, you told me to watch the entrance, make sure nobody came in.
No, I was not expecting a dad. What on earth is a dad doing over here anyway?
I don't fucking know his
I
kid
think
friend.
he's the moonshiner.
I saw a kid
Oh,
come
well,
in,
that's a criminal
ask me what the fuck I was doing, and I didn't shoot the kid.
Wait, I'm going to check for something.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, she's gonna tell the guy, sorry about this. She's gonna start looking for the brand.
The brand?
The mark of the cult.
He has no mark.
Which means the
However-
moon shining.
However, you look through his pockets, you see a small business card. It seems to be a business card for a auto repair shop. It seems like this is where he worked.
Well,
Oh,
yes.
Hold on, do I recognize this guy? Because I was at the auto repair shop.
You do.
Well,
he was one
no.
of.
He's one of the cheating, lying bastards who stole that guy's battery.
No. Yes, yes, he was. I was just taking a quick look at my notes.
I suddenly do not feel bad for him.
oh. What if that was his kid?
I don't give a damn. That actually is a crook. Mm-hmm.
But-
If he's doing moonshine on the side, then I guarantee you his partner's just as bad as him. We're going to go to the cops with this.
Nothing to do with the cult here.
Yes,
Got
I
my-
know. I'm holding the guy who has something to do with the cult. There's a severed head in the moonshiner place, and this guy's in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere
All right.
after
What I-
having already been spotted
mean
by FBI agents stealing.
There's trying to figure out how to convince your boss to let me stay here.
Yes, and you have two ways to
Pacific.
convince him.
Pacific.
Yes.
To your back, you feel someone threw something to your back.
Yeah, my gun's getting leveled down at whatever's behind me.
It's the kid. He's throwing rocks at you.
Kid,
Tears
I
in his
suggest
eyes.
that you run now before the cops get here, or you'll be arrested too. Seriously, your dad's been involved in very serious business,
Kid
and I
doesn't
don't
look
want to see you get torn up in this too.
doesn't look
There's a
older
cat.
than 6.
There's a cat snoring, and it's like the cutest sound ever.
With
Sorry.
tears in his
I don't
eyes,
give a damn how old he is. This is literally one of those moments where it's like, trust me, kid, run.
You don't want to be around when the cop shows up.
What check would this be? Is there a persuasion check in this game? Let me check.
There's literally a check called Persuade.
Yeah, use persuade, please.
Of course not.
Anyone else want to try to persuade the kid, or Pacific? Would you like to?
I mean, if he doesn't run, he is getting arrested.
Look,
Because if only because I need some way to get him to stop throwing rock. Because technically he's assaulting a federal officer right now.
I'm going
And
to
that's
step
only-
between
and
them.
honestly, I need to get him out of here before whoever killed that other lady comes back.
Hey, I'm going to step between Squire and Mr. Killer, and
As you get closer, he kind of puts his hands up in like a defensive stance. Doesn't seem like to be professionally trained. More like he had a couple of schoolyard fights. Looks like.
hey, what's your name? I know this looks bad.
It is bad.
Bailey turns around and glares at you. Look,
We had a deal.
with who?
You guys
Who
weren't
did you have?
supposed to come back.
I don't know
Deal
who you're
with us.
talking about, but I never made any agreement.
We're not with the organized crime. If that's what you mean. I'm sorry about what happened. We're investigating some weird stuff that's been going on in town, and
What are you doing with Charlie?
I'm just gonna gesture to the man I'm holding. You mean the unconscious guy?
Yeah. Yeah, why
We
you...
found him tied up down here.
Why would he be tied up in his own place?
Yeah, kid, we need to leave now. I'm afraid this isn't your place anymore.
No, he's talking his place, like it was his place, not theirs.
Don't give a shit. We need
This
to leave
place
now.
ain't safe no more, kid. It's time to go.
Considering there was a dead body. Considering
Look,
there was a decapitated head across the room from him, I'm gonna say right now this
Hey,
place is
Heinz.
safe.
we were investigating something, and, well, how do I ask? Do you know
There's
anything?
no proper way to put this. There's a corpse.
There's the
There's
head of a
head
dead woman in one of your crates.
Yeah, no, Bailey, he's going to try to slug you. With a critical fumble.
Alright, I'm going to catch him. I'm like, no, we're not.
As he
Look,
tries
Kid,
to...
we're with the cop. Kid, he's with the police. I'm with the FBI. We
But
need to leave.
You shot
And if you keep fiiding, I will knock you
Yeah, I
fucking
shot your
unconscious.
dad because he found a dead body. Anybody coming down here is liable to be shot. Because they may have
Lucky
something
we
to do with the
didn't shoot at
corpse.
you.
Lucky I saw you were a kid. You're any bigger, you may have had a slug in yourself.
He looks
I forget.
dead at
Crow,
you,
I forget.
Lucas.
You're free to hate me all you want, kid.
I am going to tell Tommy, if you mess up one more time, you're gonna be the one who has to worry about slugs.
If you shoot me, I will put one between your eyes and Squire can't save you. Because that's reflex at that point.
We are
That's
not
me making a
fighting
conscious
in a
decision.
goddamn cave right now. We are leaving. Kid, you're either going to come willingly or I'm going to knock you the fuck out and you'll wake up in the police precinct. You only got two choices here.
He spit at your like your shoe.
Got it. So I'm just going to flip my revolver around and going to take an actual swing at the kid.
No rolls needed. You can you knock him out.
I hope so. I have a strength of 85. I hit like a fucking truck compared to most people.
Definitely some blood coming out. You actually knock out a tooth as well.
I'm going to holster my revolver, pick up the kid, and say, "Come on, we gotta leave."
What about the unconscious guy?
I'm carrying the unconscious guy too. Now let's leave before I fall over.
And the dead
Okay.
body.
We don't need to worry about the dead body.
I am leading the way with my shotty.
Alright, so I guess I'm taking up the rear. And I'm not carrying a gun, but I'm holding my bag like I am
And
about
my
to.
lantern.
Yeah. Got the bag in my right hand, the lantern in my left, and I'm gripping the bag like I'm about to deck someone with it.
Johnny, 1 second.
You don't think I hit him too hard, did you?
I think you did.
I think he had it coming.
Okay. We'll stop at the precinct first, and then I'll go get a nurse or something for him.
You feel like you have the feeling Bailey is staring daggers at your back.
Bailey, would you rather he be here when the people who left that severed head in the crate come back? I guarantee you they wouldn't have left a body for us to find.
Fine. But what if they're following us?
Then if they show up, they get bullets in them.
You're
So
saying
they
you
know
want
it's
me in
good
the
for
back
them.
of
They'll
your
stay
car?
in the dark.
I'm just gonna look at Squire. What kind of a lamp do you got?
Gas.
What kind?
Go.
It's a gasoline lamp. I'm not joking when I say gas. It is literally a gasoline
To me, it sounded like
lamp.
said yes. I'm like,
I said gas.
yeah.
Gasoline.
So if
Sorry,
we
I had
need
a burrito in
to,
my mouth when I said that.
yeah, if we need to, I can always fry my car and I can sit in the back of yours and pop anybody chasing us.
Possible.
I'm gonna
But
have to
I
move
doubt
all
that
my
we'll
shit
need
into
to.
yours though.
That'll probably be unnecessary. Hey, you think
Here's
you can
hoping.
handle the unconscious? Do you think you can put the unconscious guy in your car?
Yes, because I don't need the kid jumping up and grabbing my steering wheel.
Good.
Do we want to stick him in the trunk, maybe? Just in case he gets uppity.
I swear I will hit you with this lantern.
When he wakes up and realizes he isn't bound, and definitely not the same, again, is definitely in a police car, he'll be fine.
You're saying that, but I've woken up in a cop car after, getting the shit smacked out of me and I punched a cop.
Do you want me to handcuff him?
Guys,
may
I'm
make me feel
serious.
safer.
I feel like something's about to go wrong.
And if something goes wrong, I'm going to slug it.
And it probably will, but we're going to leave this cave.
Mm,
Maybe
Okay,
we
I'm
should have
fo-
asked Ivan for some dynamite, collapse the front.
No, because this is
Then
still
again,
a
we did
crime scene.
confiscate all of that.
I am.
Okay, so we are leaving the cave.
Yes, we're leaving the cave, going back to our cars,
Johnny?
and driving back into town.
Yeah.
Wasn't exactly what I was expecting to find in the cave, but I was expecting anything from nothing to being a whole demonic summoning ritual. So, Moonshiner,
Pretty
not exactly the
fucking
worst.
good.
Yeah, pretty good, all things considered.
Moonshiner and severed head.
We worry about the moonshiner bit.
Cameron, a severed head won't kill you like a fucking demon will.
True.
So I'm fine with this being a moonshiner and a severed head.
As you
Okay.
guys go back to, so you guys get back to the police station without a problem if you go there.
Oh, thank goodness.
With the kid still unconscious, and the unconscious guy as well. The cops are like, okay, the fuck? Explain.
Okay. So,
Tommy shot a guy.
They all look
I've
at
shot
Tommy.
two.
gonna say,
That's the second
yeah,
person
for
I've shot
good
today.
reason, actually.
They're not really. They're giving you that.
Circumstances.
They're giving.
There's a severed head in a cave not far, like just outside the Osborne farm. I believe is the correct phrase there. As well as a moonshiner den, which we found that in. That unconscious man right there with the tape still over his mouth apparently it's the moonshiner, and this kid and his father, for some godforsaken reason, were both there. His father ended up getting shot because, well, never
Tommy's a
seen a man
paranoid.
walking through the goddamn dark in on a bunch of cops while they're looking at a severed head and a guy who's currently unconscious and bound to a chair.
Not a good place to be.
Literally addressing a room full of cops, so I guarantee you at least some of them have been in that situation where they've accidentally shot someone because they walked in the dark into a stressful situation.
They have.
All of them have probably been there.
Every one of these cops who has actually been out in that situation knows what we're talking about here. Furthermore,
So Bailey, you trying
I
to
need to
turn
go
them on
get
me
this
is
guy a
not
nurse.
going to work.
Yeah, so I'm going to go so I need to go get this kid a nurse because I had to knock him unconscious just to get him in the car.
Yeah.
And he's lucky I'm not pressing charges for assaulting a federal agent, but honestly, it's a kid who's distressed. I'm not going to press charges anyways.
Yeah, the nurse is like, God, you knocked out a baby tooth. Be happy about that. As they take the kid and patch him up.
Honestly, I'm happy that there isn't any more damage than that.
Well, there's also a bit of a bruise. You didn't really hit him hard enough to like crack his fucking skull in. You did hit
You
him.
said there was blood, so I was
Oh,
like,
it's like
It was from
blood.
the tooth. It was from the tooth. It was from the like tooth you knocked out.
Yeah, probably just like good fucking hit, my guy.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
yes, back in the trenches, I used to club people's entire jaw off. So no, it was not a good hit by my standards.
This
It's a
disappoints
rather
me.
weak one. Fitting for a child.
As you know, they're taken there, and you put the other guy where?
Tommy, where are you stuffing the guy with tape still
Holding
over his
cell.
mouth? That
You
right
know,
there, according to the
the
kid's testimony, is
appropriate thing.
we found him tied up in his own den. Tell me, is anyone working a case from the scrapyard about a missing car battery?
I am. Says a.
Okay, I need to
says-
talk with you because one of the two suspects who I know was there is dead.
I
Due to
shot
a
him.
shotgun- yeah, due to a shotgun round.
Well, a slug if you want to get specific about it, so there's not a lot left.
The slug. I'll give you more details later. Because it's your case and you need those details. Now, if you please excuse
Character
me.
most certainly fucking hate me because as far as she's concerned, I'm a baby killer, as you would put it in Cold War terms.
God.
Yes, and I did my job, which honestly, in that stressful situation, I could have been, like, I honestly could have just turned around and immediately fired a shot because something hit me. Which, honestly, as part of the military, it would be perfectly within my reactions to go, I've been hit in the back, turn around and instantly fire. Because there's no cover anywhere.
God damn it.
But we didn't, and as a result, you see, it's because you weren't as paranoid as my character. So I killed somebody's dad. Which, let's be honest, in war,
was a
that
thief.
that
He was a
would
thief
not
and
be the
probably a
first
fraud.
thing. Yeah. And most certainly not the first fucking time that's ever happened. I mean, just look at his war career.
So in any case,
Okay. So,
explain why we just walked in with a kid with a bloody mouth and a guy who is unconscious, handcuffed, and with tape over his mouth. Because I'm assuming that Tommy didn't remove the tape at any point during his trip back.
yeah,
Nope.
no, but another officer would.
And as you remove it, you realize the guy had a mustache. He wearing that
Ugh.
hat.
Well, that's one way to wake him up.
Yeah, his mustache has clearly came off. That is canon now. He is no mustacheless. As this continues on, are you guys gonna wait until these guys become conscious or no?
I mean, I'm sleeping in the precinct unless I decide to actually like go and see where the fuck Squire and them are
I'm
staying.
gonna
or in the
spend
area.
like 30 minutes going over the details with the whole kid admitting to working with the organized mob, or basically admitting to it. Father who was shot was a suspect in his case. Was an auto, was the was an automotive repair guy.
So the kid's probably gonna go to jail.
Possibly.
Probably. I'm still not going to press charges for assaulting an officer, but still.
Which is honestly the best that kid could fucking hope for.
Why would
point
you?
out the conditions there and the fact that his father was actually tied into the moon, into this moonshine business in some way or other. Cover what I know with him, and then head back to the apartment to assemble the dossier. With Bailey probably
Yeah.
nagging me the entire trip
Yeah, pretty
about
much.
how I handled that.
Yeah, pretty much. I just realized I forgot to put my skirt on before we went back to the precinct.
Yeah.
You did.
None of the police officers are gonna question you because you're with the Fed.
They ain't gonna comment on that shit. It's not dumb
It
enough.
is rude to comment that on that in public.
Yep, but you're definitely getting
Oh
hot
no!
looks.
And
Doesn't
so
stop them
halfway through the
from
car
looking.
ride back, Bailey's just going to go. I forgot to put on my skirt, didn't I?
Yep.
So all of them saw.
Yep.
They were just too polite to tell you.
At least they were polite enough not to stare. And then, under his breath, while you were looking.
I know, I caught a few of them staring. The ones with wedding rings on.
Of course. Don't worry, it's the same way in the military.
He just nods.
It's the same thing when I wear pants. I always get people looking at me like I'm dirty.
Well, I'd like to see them trek through a cave in, in their skirts and heels. At least you were wearing proper shoes.
Duh. What's up, Austin?
No,
The stuff
just
that suddenly,
yeah,
the stuff that became
Yeah.
canon.
yeah.
Oh, you love us for it.
Sometimes,
Are you sure
sometimes
you
not.
two are just friends? Pulls out revolver. Say it again. I dare you.
We have fun.
That is one way to put it.
That's
That is
going to be
most
what I'm
certainly
doing
way
for
to
the rest
put
of the night, is just working on assembling the dossier.
Yeah.
I am probably going to end up, well, going into the same fucking, staying in the same place you two are,
Mm-hmm.
just out of necessity.
The police chief, if you tell him that, he'll set you a room.
Yeah, because I would explain that the Fed doesn't want me leaving town.
Yeah, he will pay for the room as well from the police department, so you ain't got to spend your money on it.
Woo. Doesn't want you to. The Fed explicitly ordered you not to leave town.
Yeah, that's the reason you're getting a room paid for. Like, because this is Fed business, so, they kind of want
Don't
to...
fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you there's at least 2 officers who noticed me making a call to my boss, but quickly realized they needed to clear out.
Yeah. No, they, like, as soon as you picked up the phone, they left. Because they didn't want to hear any, thing they shouldn't hear.
Because that's liable to get them killed. Meanwhile, me, being associated with said Fed, I have semi-pass.
And me, well, no one really knows what to make of me.
They also know that they don't want to piss off the Fed by, doing anything. Such as, letting you know about the whole pants thing.
Yeah. Are they scared of me or something?
No.
Possibly.
They're scared of Squire.
Yes. The World War I vet.
They're probably more scared of me, though.
No,
Yes, mister, I have a... Not afraid to use it.
You don't quite have the same reputation.
No. They're more scared of Ivan. Ivan's got all of you beat.
Of what?
Ivan. They're all scared of Ivan more than you guys.
Meanwhile, Ivan's afraid. That's because they've known him longer. Meanwhile, Ivan's afraid of me. The rookie's probably like, this bitch shot 2 people today, and he's unfazed.
Don't forget the fact that also that they know Ivan carries around a live guys.
And then when the spooks get in town, everyone will see the people that the people who are scary are currently scared of.
I'm gonna have no clue who the fuck they
Or-
are.
More accurately, no one's going to see them. They were never here.
Mm-hmm. I'm honestly scared, like... Ugh. I'm scared of the fact that your boss wants to talk to me.
Good.
At least it's not the spooks. It's just the FBI director. It's like, yes, it's just the FBI director. That's terrible. Could be worse.
Just remember, as Qui-Gon Jinn once said, there's always a bigger fish.
Why are you whining?
Because it's Doggo. Doggo
Why
must
are you
whine.
whining? Who exactly are
So
we
yeah.
waiting on?
I don't think we're waiting.
I'm writing stuff
That's
down.
it.
I'm writing stuff down.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's just you were incredibly quiet for quite a long time. I'm just like, are we waiting on someone?
No, it's more like I need to write shit down because you guys are doing a lot. I have 103 subscribers. I gained one just now.
You
Hello,
have
Mr.
what?
I have
103 subs.
Yeah, I just gained one. Nice.
I know my girlfriend is subbed to you. She told me.
Aw.
She's very nice. I like the panda.
Technically gained 2.
Okay, so...
Well, I gained one during the live stream. Like during the actual live stream.
So...
So you guys get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
As you are back at the hotel, what do you guys do?
I already said I head back up to my room and start assembling the dossier.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to do, so I start reading the romantic novel I got.
And I know Squire wanted to have this as part of the dossier, so I'm showing up to their room.
Alright.
I'm probably going to use the same knock that I used in the trench for, like, entering dugouts and stuff. Because occasionally dugouts would have doors, but they would always have a wooden structure to hold it up.
It's just that lovely moment when Squire reaches for his gun, hears the rest of the knock, releases gun. I'm gonna open the door. Yes.
You wanted the book, right?
Come on in.
One moment. As you open the door, you do notice some rustling coming from the bush.
Step inside for a moment.
Of course.
Apparently we have a
Unwanted visitor.
bird in that bush over there, and I don't much appreciate how close it is.
That's one hell.
Hopefully
Oh
it's not a
dear, be a
mockingbird.
shame if I decided to if I decided to do some target practice with it.
What?
Basically, Soccer's
Yeah,
about to get shot.
I'm actually speaking up so the person in the bush can hear me.
I'm gonna
I
nod
swear
you.
to God, I
I
hope
got
it's
some
not one of my
birds shot in the
kids.
fucking car.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm gonna step in.
Step in the bush.
No,
No, he's stepping in.
No,
he's
she's in the
stepping into
bush.
my apartment. He has until I shut the door and grab my revolver to run the fuck away before I just walk out there and put a gun to his head.
Alright.
He is talking about the bush, by the way.
Alright.
Yeah. That's the yeah. I spoke up so the person in the bush could hear me, making what is very clearly a veiled threat at them.
And then I offered to get bigger guns.
Settings.
Okay. You go inside, close the door.
When Bailey sees Tommy, she immediately tries to hide the book she was reading.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about those novels or anything like that.
The door
There was
shut,
red light districts in France.
latches the door shut, walks back to desk, picks up revolver, checks to make sure that there is a
Is something
there's a
wrong?
nice loaded bullet, and
Visitor.
just says, "No, just have to go kill a spy. Give me a moment."
Gotta love unwanted
Unlatches
visitors.
door, opens door, points the gun directly at the bush, and says, "Now I'm not gonna ask again. Get the fuck out."
A raccoon crawls out.
It'd be
I'm
hilarious
waiting
if it
to
was a
see if
fucking
Austin
cat.
responds.
Do what you're gonna do.
You want me to actually shoot the bush?
Do what you're gonna do. You're getting no
Okay.
response.
The bush had shaked, and I'm not getting a response out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Hasn't
the
shaken
bird.
since.
Or a squirrel!
Pacific, say
I'm
that
literally
again.
gonna walk over there and I'm gonna kick the bush with my gun still leveled at it.
As this small dog kind of whimpers.
Gonna put away the gun and just go, "Oh, okay."
Not trust the dog sounds. People
As
can imitate dogs.
as
Apologies.
as the dog lays pegged down and starts licking its hurt paw.
Okay. I'm gonna step back into my room and shut the door and just go, "Hey Bailey, do we still have like some leftover stuff from last time we ate?" Bailey.
Cam.
Cam.
Mama
I
Cam.
think Cam stepped away for a moment.
Damn minute.
God
Damn
damn it,
touchy
my
when I-
earphones are unplugged.
Oh.
That's why I said, "Hey Bailey, do we have any leftovers from last time we ate?"
Yeah, we do. I've got it somewhere around here.
Okay, can you find them?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because turns out that was a puppy in the bush.
I immediately grab the leftovers and run outside
And then he's going to say, "No, we're not adopting it. Every animal
in my pajamas.
every animal in this town's goddamn insane."
I'm running outside in my pajamas with the leftovers.
This small, adorable beagle is licking its paw, as it looks like it was in a fight recently.
Oh, come here, little baby.
As you approach, it kind of like, as it kind of backs away, trying.
I open up the food
know
and
for
put
a
it down in
fact
front of
that-
me.
I know for a fact it's going to do something about this where when we take it in, it's just going to end up being something horrible.
Oh no, this is the perfect time to give Pacific the fucking book too.
Now that Bailey's out of the room.
I'm gonna ask Pacific if he'll let me
Trying
take
to see if there's animal handling check in this thing.
Squire, do you mind if I take
I'm going to
pictures of it?
sit out here all night if I need to.
There is animal additional skill that starts at 5.
Animal handling.
Once again, additional skill starts at 5.
So I don't have it.
You do have it. It starts at 5.
Alright, I'll roll it.
That is the baseline.
I'll roll it, because I don't want to set it up and roll 20, I'll just roll it here. Here's my dice. Alright, so it's like, what, 5 or lower, it succeeds, Pacific?
Yep.
Question. Just to make sure I'm reading percentile dice right, the one with 2 numbers is the tens, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 4%.
You rolled a 4?
Yeah, on the 10 side, on the 1d10, it's a 4. On the double zero, and then there's 2 zeros.
We got a dog!
The dog will hesitantly look at the food. It kind of grabs a little bite and runs right back.
And then comes back.
It's very similar to my dog right there. My dog doesn't trust random people with giving it food.
I mean, I did end up kicking the bush.
I'm just staying there.
The bush.
Staying there until the dog eventually climbs, warms up to me.
Bailey, add a additional skill, animal handling, and put a little check behind. Yep, and add a little check for succeeding the roll.
Hey, Squire, I think I got a dog.
God damn it.
Squire's more worried
if
about
it
the
turns
fucking
out
book.
to be some weird Cthulhu beast, I hope you realize that the spooks are going to claim it.
And then they might eat it. I don't know how they function.
He's just going to look at you, Tommy, and say, they don't stick things in their mouth if they don't know what they do.
Okay, so Pacific and Tommy, your conversation happens. Cam, this will take you hours, but
yeah, when you step back inside, we're basically going to be done with the dossier. But
I also want to ask Tommy. I'm Tommy. I want to ask Squire.
I want to ask myself.
Yes, I am asking myself questions now. It wouldn't be the first time. I'm going to ask Squire if he's fine with me taking pictures of the book, or if he wants me to completely avoid touching it.
Just avoid being associated with it for now. We'll know what we know when their investigation's done, but until then, I want to keep this one off the record.
All right.
Saves you getting a knock on your door from an even worse department.
I swear.
From the people that go bump in the night.
Yep. Also, I'd like to point out, Bailey, when you do announce that he is then going to say, I hope you realize that's going back to New York with you, because I ain't taking care of a dog on this.
So I can keep him?
Her.
Her?
It's a her.
I would have
I
said
can keep her?
because I did
her. Once again, as long as it doesn't turn into some weird tentacle monster thing, it's fine.
At this moment, it turns into Cthulhu. Just Cthulhu.
Wait.
Just randomly.
Ha-ha.
Just randomly Cthulhu.
Ha ha.
I didn't realize that actually hurts a little.
No.
Mostly because my own beagle actually died while I was at college last year.
Oh, I didn't know, man. I'm sorry. If I knew, I wouldn't have done this. I'm sorry, man.
Upon closer inspection, it's actually a Jack Russell mix.
Beagles are adorable.
She was like a barrel with legs.
The beagle will warm up to your character as well, Pacific, as you have caused it no harm, and you're a friendly lady, so you must be friendly too.
So it warms up to Tommy?
Yeah, it warms up to the both of you. It warms up to all of you. As long as you guys don't do anything hostile towards the beagle won't do anything. However, it is still limping due to its hurt front paw. Its hurt front right paw.
Alright, I'm checking the front right paw.
There's a bite. What? And then, it doesn't look like it has... make a medicine check.
Medicine. Great.
This will be a difficult roll, too.
Because you aren't a vet.
So hard?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow.
That should not be a 0.
My medicine is 1.
Yeah. Half of one is still one in this system.
Yeah. You can't tell what's wrong with this dog's paw. You may have
Squire?
to take it to a vet.
Squire, can you take a look at his paw? Her paw?
I'm not a vet, but fine.
What should we
Closes
call
what
her?
is essentially, yeah, closes what is essentially a book in and of itself of a folder.
Yeah.
Now with an actual book in it.
No one needs to know that part. Quiet, Lexi! The heck are you howling at?
So what should we call her? Or I call her.
I don't know. That's up to you. Still a difficult check?
How medically inclined are you? Tell me that.
I got a 42 when it starts at 1. Correction, a 41 when it starts off at a 1.
Okay, it's a normal check for you because you actually have studied medical stuff in your
Like,
line of work. Bailey
I
has
have
not.
first aid training.
Pacific literally took a bullet out of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
With that failure, I'll still give you a little something because you didn't fumble. You can tell that it's not broken at the very least. You can tell that it's not broken.
Does it look infected?
No, but it definitely
That's
should
one of
be
the
cleaned.
yeah, like infection is the easiest thing to fucking identify because pus.
It needs to be cleaned.
Infection plus. Okay, I can clean it easily. That's not that's not a particularly difficult thing to do. Probably just gonna use water when cleaning it because it would be difficult enough just to get a person to hold still when you have to use alcohol. It's harder when you're trying to do it with an animal.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna use water to clean it up and just say that should take care of it until we go take it to a vet. Well, until you
Alright.
take it to a vet, because I'm going to have to do more paperwork.
I assume you wrap it up as well, just in case. Okay. You wrap it up, and after you do so, it kind of licks you a little as it will walk over to Bailey, hoping for more food.
Do I have more food?
It barely had any of the food outside. You
Yeah,
you still
so
have like most of the leftovers left over.
I'm giving him all of the leftovers.
He will eat it like a champ. I mean, she will eat it like a champ. I usually do dogs with he's, but this one's a she.
Yeah. Fairy. That's what
Now,
her name was.
Faye.
Now, Cam, I
Yeah.
need you to find me a puppy beagle picture because I do need a token for this.
I might just send you a picture of our Jack Russell mix instead. Because she's just as cute. Not cuter. Yes, you're cuter.
Sure, why not? With that, you guys have gotten a new companion.
We got a dog.
For
I'm
all
not
of,
gonna
Let's see how
survive
long
a
it
session with
survives.
you, I bet you right now.
for all of like one day.
One
Legit,
day.
they're probably gonna kill it.
No, then it's getting shipped back to New York.
Right.
With
Forgot.
Bailey.
Yep.
Something's gonna go wrong on the road and I'm gonna end up back here.
No. No. What's going to end up going wrong is when, the spooks actually show up with my partner, and my poor partner's scared shitless from having to share a car ride with them. Ah, yes. The people who go bump in the night. And that poor FBI agent who's just like, why did I pretend to be sick?
The funny thing, actually, let me roll something. He was actually legitimately sick this time.
Damn the flu.
Nice.
God. Sucks to be that guy.
He's still technically sick, but he's well enough to work.
Well enough to work.
Yeah. And for clarification, Bailey will be sent out 2 days in 2 days. Your partner will arrive in 2 days, but the spooks will actually have to take like about 5 days to get there, due to the fact that the spooks are a little
They have
further.
to prep and all that.
Yeah, they have to prep. Your partner can just drive like straight to you.
Well, it's because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
The moment he finds out, he's gonna try and get out of it.
Just grab him before he can walk out the door. No, buddy. You're stuck with me now.
Pacific, you told me that your old partner was actually a very hard worker.
Hmm?
You told me your old partner was actually a very hard worker.
You keep cutting out.
You told me your partner was an actual very hard worker, and now you're kind of throwing
Yes.
him into.
And I know, but it's still one of those things where it's like, he always seems to get sick at the worst possible moment.
He has a.
He's a hard worker with his paperwork, because then he's not in danger.
Well, no. It's more of a. He has a vitamin deficiency. He has a vitamin deficiency, so he gets sick a lot.
Yeah, it's still just one of those things where it's like, the timing on these things.
It's almost like God is laughing at him.
It's almost like he's doing this on purpose, but he isn't. But it's like it.
Okay, with the adorable puppy now acquired. I think I'm going to call it here.
Okay then.
We will roleplay the next 2 days, by the way, so there will be no downtime other than the nighttime.
Great. How can I get out of talking to Squire's boss?
You can't.
I ain't making another phone call to the FBI.
I don't know what Squire's boss.
I mean, Squire's probably going to send you back with a letter giving you like a time and place to go report to his boss at.
Yeah.
Alright. I think that's the end of the session. I hope, and that will also be considered the end of the chapter.
Marks.
I apologize, Paige, for not letting you play too often.
It's a much shorter chapters than the other ones.
Well,
Actually, Pacific, the thing was, this chapter was supposed to go alongside the last session.
But
So
then
we handle things as efficiently as possible.
Well, personal reasons.
And then,
okay.
Yeah, personal reasons.
Personal reasons.
No. Like,
See you guys later.
last chapter was supposed to go alongside this one. So we were just finishing the last chapter.
Mm-hmm.
More or less. This is like part 2.
Oh, look at the dark bar.
So technically this session would have been like 5 hours long.
Got it.
Anyway, I'm going to end the stream now. I apologize to Paige since she didn't get to play much.
I'm sorry, Paige.
I was trying to hoping that the party would go there, but man. Anyway,
It wasn't relevant to us.
Yeah. Anyway, it's your boy, Downhill Games, signing out. Bye.